All right, so before we start this particular podcast, I just want to play a little bit of something that I did while we were setting up and testing things and trying to figure out how to make this stupid mixer work. So, this first little bit is me kind of, I'm the self proclaimed and often reminded of tech guy, it took me longer than I would care to admit to figure this out. However, this does feature later in the this exact podcast where I make this realization, and the one right before this, I never make the realization. Um, so the previous podcast is recorded 100% off my laptop mic. This one, this little bonus one, is recorded like 30% off my laptop mic and 70% off of the mixer, like it should. This time we figured out how to get rid of the buzzing issues. There was a cable that we had that went bad. So now there should be no more buzzing and there should be more regular podcasts, assuming that I remember to select the correct input in Audacity when I hit record. Anyway, enjoy.
Explaining something videos where they're at a wedding and they hand the grandma the mic and she holds it to her ear like a phone.
I think I have seen that.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Oh, Joel, actually, I have something for you. I just hurt myself.
Yeah, screaming.
Yeah, well, I didn't hurt myself in the recording. It was just in the monitor. But I have something for you, Joel. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Chris getting a present for Joel.
It's not really a present.
Back to my story.
Just hand him the fucking fan blade. Call it a day.
Yesterday, I was at Goodwill and there was a flask. And the name on the flask said Wheezy. I immediately thought of Lil Wayne. I opened it and it reeked of Captain Morgan.
They don't watch that shit.
I thought to myself, who in the hell is going to buy this flask? That reeked. Did you buy it? Hell.
You should have.
No, I
Do you have
bought
a pen somewhere?
God
damn it!
Over by all the
Down
booze.
goes Goodman again.
I bought
Down goes Goodman.
I bought 3 things yesterday.
Did you buy that picture you sent me?
No.
Or the duck one
Both
with
of
the
them?
president seal behind it?
No, I
What
found
the
it.
fuck was that?
I got a picture on my phone. It's just really cool. So it's a Iowa license plate. It was.
Boo.
I know. I thought the same thing. So someone got it. Someone got it for their birthday back in 1998. The license plate is a 1992 plate, professionally framed, and it
Was
says
it to commemorate when Mankind threw, or The Undertaker threw Mankind off Hell in a Cell?
it says
20 years of hell, baby.
Seize the day, which is seize the day, carpe diem, right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
And at the bottom there's a little plaque that says carpe diem. It was pretty unique. It was $5.99.
That is kind of cool.
Hey, you should send that picture to Chris, and we're gonna put that up on.
I'll send it. I thought it was $5.99. I picked it up. I'll actually send all the pictures I have. I bought that. I bought the shorts that I have on. They're 49 cents under these pants.
Oh, it's like you're not wearing shorts, you
Check
lying
these out.
sack of shit.
49 cents?
Yeah, they were yellow tag.
Oh,
49
shit.
cents. Look at these.
Joel's taking his pants off.
God,
fuck's sake!
damn it! Look at these.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry.
How cool are those?
Hold on.
Holy
Alright.
shit.
Now I'm just gonna keep
For
my pants
fuck's
down.
sake, what are we supposed to yell?
Hold on.
Motherfucker?
Yeah, motherfucker is how you.
Motherfucker.
Hold on. Ah, shit. I don't remember. You guys have switched too much now. I think this is still Joel.
Switch too much.
What?
I have to turn.
What do you mean?
Musical-
I'm just fucking 3.
Oh, wait,
Musical
wait.
mics.
Yeah, no, I have to turn Joel up a little bit because he's very quiet.
Thank you.
And
And thank you. And the last thing that I bought was a pair of low-cut Converse shoes, size 14, for $5 for a buddy. Not
You
for
have
me.
giant ass feet.
Not for me.
Oh, who wears size 14?
Some guy. His name's Rylan.
14?
so,
Fucking
Joel, I
Shaquille
have.
O'Neal.
I'll show you. There's a bunch of kids.
I'm pretty sure
getting sprayed with
Shaq
dry
wears
ice.
like 17s or
Watch these kids
more.
go nuts.
Are they? Are these your? These
It's
your
a fire
kids?
fire extinguisher full of dry ice.
Oh,
Watch this. This was at Outdoor Ed last week.
let's see. All right.
Watch them just go
Riveting
nuts.
content.
Outdoor
Ready?
ed.
It's
Matt, why
slow
don't
mo.
we have that
Oh,
shit?
there you go.
Watch them go. Look at them go.
We did. It was when we were lucky enough to go outside for a gym.
Oh
my God.
Point. I think that outdoor ed should have been like that, not
Just
run 6
going nuts.
miles and then
Then
play
check this one
dodgeball for 20 minutes.
Trey, say something.
He did a balloon
Okay.
full
Fuck, I don't know which one is
Hydrogen.
you.
Okay.
And he lit it.
Everybody be quiet real quick.
Fucking Kobe.
Trace?
Yellow.
and it
God
sounded
damn
like a bomb.
Oh,
Trace?
Yellow.
God damn it.
And then every
Trace?
time he pulled out,
Yellow.
Wait, no, that's me.
every time he pulled out a balloon,
Oh!
all the kids would plug
Yeah,
their ears.
alright. I gotcha. Trace?
Yeah.
Nope. Trace?
Yeah.
Still
There you
there.
are.
Perfect.
Alright, that one's Joel,
Hey,
so this one must be
motherfuckers.
Matt.
Hey,
Hey.
yeet.
Because,
Fucking around, huh?
Can I get a yeet yeah?
Yeah.
Because Matt's too quiet into his mic as well.
So Matt's not talking.
Stop moving it. I know Matt's not talking
Matt
right
has,
now.
Matt hasn't made
Joel.
a noise.
Shut the fuck up.
It's logistics.
Take this.
all of you and eat from it.
Yeah. And also with you.
Eat from it?
Here you go. This is where you put stuff that you want to talk about on the podcast in here.
Yeah. in there.
Right now it's last week's thing,
Last
which
week's
is probably not going
Where
to
do
get
I
aired.
put my name?
Which I don't really have
You don't have to
anything
put your name.
talk about.
Is this
I don't-
a Moleskine?
Really have anything to talk about either. It is a
These
Moleskine.
are expensive as fuck.
I think that thing was $8.
I have a little baby one. Where'd you get this one?
Amazon,
Target. Nice.
not Target. If you buy them from Target, that's where they're expensive.
So is this what we talked about last week, or what we're going to talk about today?
Well, we talked about this.
The call out list
Joel
is what we
hides
talked
and
about.
everything.
Well,
That's
that's
from
hiding everything.
that is from January of 2018. I have a date at the top of that
What
one.
the hell?
That one's from a really, really long time ago,
I don't even remember that.
and I don't even remember why I wrote that down.
I don't either.
Oh, hold on.
So we read about like today's.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for today's topic. So,
Does it have to get approved by the company?
there's no approval.
Did you say
So-
committee?
Yeah, the committee. So I haven't said anything about starting yet. So we're gonna start now.
Oh, I thought we already started.
Well, we always do a little bit beforehand, and I'll decide when to start it based on what's going on. And
Just
if
to
it's
get-
still just kind of a rambling, then I
So
will
we're
start it.
getting-
You're
we're
you're a
getting
guest.
lube.
Yes. So
You're a guest.
Joel is a guest.
That's BS.
You're a guest.
I'm
So-
BS.
I quit.
So, all right. See you later. So
Yeet.
I'm Trace.
No, I'm Trace.
That was a long pause. Hi, Trace. How are you today?
Who are you?
I'm the talker.
No,
You're so quiet
You're the
in the
Googler.
mix.
This is Matt.
You're the Googler.
I'm Joel. I'm the guest.
There you go. You got it down.
I'm Brendan. The
All right.
spooky boob.
You're the guest.
Everybody is so fucking quiet all the
You're
time.
the guest.
Boobs.
God damn it! I wish I could remember
You're the guest.
which mics were
Yeah,
in which holes.
Because
So do
you
we
are
take
here
turns
for
being the
two-
This
guest?
is Brendan.
No, you're
So
the guest.
Brendan's gonna go like.
I've got seniority on you right now.
Yeah, Brendan's been on
Because-
most of the
Because
podcasts.
we came up with a new name last week.
And it
because
was
we have to change.
Spooky Boob Podcast.
It was not. That is
Do you
not what
concur?
we-
Spooky boob. Spooky
Spooky
season.
boob.
Spooky boob and spooky
And then you get,
season.
then you gotta go.
Ooh.
That's a titty ghost.
Yeah.
It's a ghost titty.
Oh, my God.
All right. So
Titty
wait,
that was
hold
once
on.
there, but now it's not. A ghost titty.
Shit. Where is it at? FX to monitor? Nope, that's not what I want. Oh shit.
What am I doing? Turn
FX
off.
to main. Okay. So Joel,
Yeet.
we're gonna do a little bit of. We're gonna have a little bit of fun here.
Remix.
Look, I gotta figure out which mic is Joel's. I don't know why I'm even bothering. Let's see. This is mic number fucking which one? Oh, 5.
There it is.
That's-
It's so quiet.
It is really
So
quiet.
quiet.
Volume up.
There we go. So actually, what we should do is put him behind like a glass thing with headphones on, and that's all he does. He just does the sound effects.
I'm the rap air horn guy. What up?
All right,
It's your
Joel.
boy.
Joel, I'm gonna let you do this. Okay.
That's like the
so-
Howard Stern show.
Joel, shut up for a second. All right. When I tell you to
The
go,
Howard Stern.
when I tell you to go, I'm gonna need you to go woo, and then
that good?
pause for a second. No, I need you to make like a spooky
It's gotta
sound.
be the spooky boob.
Hold on, is
Yeah.
this? Are we on the right? We are. Okay.
Can I practice?
Yeah,
No.
you can practice,
Did you ever watch that?
but I'm not
video-
gonna spoil it for you.
Did you ever watch that video with the ginger kid that's like, gingers have souls? And then he's like, woo! Is that
I don't think I did.
Was that a
Yes.
good?
Is that a vine?
But just
Was
do.
that
I think it was.
It
made
probably
into a
was.
line, but
It was
like
it was a YouTube
Eric
video.
Nicholson.
posted.
Eric Nicholson was obsessed with it. and he
Of
So-
course he was.
Of course he was.
he's got the night off if you want him to join.
No.
Nope. I don't even know who he is.
Sorry.
Yeah. Foul.
Get fucking boomed. All right, Joel, give it a second. All right, I'm gonna flip the switch here, and you're gonna make your spooky sound. All right. Go.
Ooh.
I was supposed to hear that in the monitor, but I did not.
Put it into the mic.
What? I did.
No, I'm talking to Joel.
Oh, did I do
Joel,
the wrong one?
right here. Like almost all the way. Yeah.
No, you
Oh,
can
I'm
hear
in.
him. It just didn't do.
Yeah, all right, Joel. Try it again. Try it again. I think I turned the wrong knob. Story of my life.
Ooh.
Nope, I wasn't ready for you yet.
Son of a bitch.
Go.
Ooh.
Nope. That was definitely the correct knob that time, and I don't know. I got nothing out of it.
Still didn't pop up.
Nope, still nothing.
Oh yeah.
This is the
Sorry, Brendan.
It's
we
the
can't be
effects
the Spooky Boo
thing.
podcast.
It might have made it into this. I just didn't hear it here.
I didn't hear it.
I heard
So
it.
You could hear the boot.
you didn't
we're
hear
trying to
the
put
cathedral effect.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did not.
Yeah,
So, like you said though, last time we didn't know it was on Cathedral till you hit play.
yeah.
It's just gonna be a solid minute of me going, ooh.
Yeah, it's just,
So
this is now the
so
Ooh
it's
podcast
probably-
featuring Joel.
It's probably not making it. Matt's over here dressed as a fucking samurai.
What video is that from too? Where the lady's like, ooh.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Everybody knows exactly what you're talking about.
Like, what are you talking about?
Or there's that old lady that sneezes, and every time she sneezes, she's like,
Yeah, that's the greatest.
Hold on.
That's the greatest one.
That's-
That video is so funny.
we can be the
Today, fucking Christ. Today I learned that I needed to turn. Oh wait, no, that's Matt. Where's Trace?
Shit.
Trace
You
was,
should have known that you had to turn
That
it
that
down.
that was
Number
the
8, I
ooh
believe.
video.
This is
It was
Trace.
that lady.
Yeah.
That one was
Yeah, that
so
was-
funny.
yeah.
And it's like 2 minutes of her sneezing too.
He was already turned down further than everybody else, and he's still. All right, Joel. Here.
Who's
So
turned down?
we haven't turned down for what? So we have not. We didn't do any sort of sound check before this. So good luck, everybody.
Great.
Good luck, everybody else.
So Joel, I need you to hold your mic about a foot away from your face,
Okay.
and I need you to yell, "Motherfucker,"
Give me the signal. How loud?
as loud as you can.
Just
Hey.
yell mother.
I
Not as
got
loud
it.
as you can, just yell it.
Hey, I'll count
Look at
down
Trace.
from 3, all
Hey,
right?
wait. Before
Okay,
we
down
start,
from
before
3.
we start.
Oh God, are there are
Matt,
no rules
Matt,
to this?
Where's the RIP tombstone that's supposed to be there? It's
Yeah.
fucking-
Where is the RIP?
It's fucking
So-
spooky.
It's not very
season.
It is
spooky
spooky
move in
season.
here.
That may have ended up in the trash.
No
No.
way! You can't throw it away!
I'm fucking suing.
Wait, was it
That
before
wasn't-
trash day last week or this trash day? Because we got till tomorrow, right?
It was before last trash
Wow.
No,
Wow,
I can't
dude.
believe you threw
That wasn't
away.
very cash
That's
money
not very
of you.
spooky boob of you.
Bullshit.
Hey Matt,
Alright, hey, Joel, we're gonna do this.
Matt,
I still have to turn that.
Yes.
you fired.
Okay.
Joel,
Thanks,
we're gonna
Mr.
count you down from 3 here. We're gonna do the whole
You're
Just
gonna
like-
sound check.
Like
Okay.
primordial screen motherfuckers. Last
Yeah,
yeah.
but like your mic
Just
has to be
yell,
like.
motherfucker.
Yeah, your mic has to be like here.
motherfucker!
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, I got a hearty
Alright,
motherfucker.
alright, hey, right here. We got it.
But like here, Joel. Remember.
Give me
Yeah.
the, give me the
About to
signal.
put- I got it.
Give me the
right here.
signal. Motherfucker!
Perfect.
Sorry, neighbor.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was perfect.
His neighbor that thinks he's Batman is now like, ah, shit, Batman's dying.
That's gangsta Batman over there. Motherfucker.
I still don't know which one is Matt.
Uh-oh.
You said
Just start talking a lot more.
that wasn't
Will that help?
Matt. Who is this?
No.
I can
no.
say
Now my
Weird.
throat fucking hurts. I need a shot.
Who is it?
Who the
Well,
fuck?
ring him up.
My pants are down. I can't stand up. I'm gonna knock this down and I get yelled at and harassed.
Why am I?
Matt, I honestly don't remember which
He's
hole your mic is
4.
in.
Yeah.
4?
4.
Here,
1, 2, 3, 4.
If you were,
No.
if you were going
Why is
off
this
of,
in a
Trace.
condom?
if you were going off of what you originally did, yeah, yeah, you hitting
Yeet.
somebody with a golf ball.
Probably.
I honestly don't know. I had you turned up and you're not. I don't.
Which was really funny.
Turn down for what?
Chris, he's number 4. If you go in order, 1, 2, I was 3, he was 4, Joel was 5.
Yeah, but did you guys trade mics?
No,
We took the
No.
same mics.
we have the same mics.
Okay, so
took the
you're
one that was
4
down
then,
right
right?
here.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
But that's Trace.
But this is
That
Trace.
one's
So you. You left your mic there.
No, my mic is right here.
I'm turned
I
down.
took the one that you gave to me.
I have the old mic.
You have 4.
What?
Well, so then I'm
Yeah, start
probably
talking.
3.
I have 4?
Yeah, I can't hear you in the monitor anymore.
So I'm probably 3 then.
Yeah, right. So, but I turned Matt all the way down, and I can still hear Matt.
4. That's just because I'm just that damn.
So, Brendan, you wanna?
Spooky.
Yeah. So it must be Joel.
Joel.
What the fuck do you want from me?
it's Joel. All right.
So,
So
what is Joel
Well, so
4?
go back to 2.
Joel is 4. Matt is
Hello,
2.
Hello.
I can still hear Matt.
Hello.
Did Matt somehow get 1?
Hello.
Nope, that's me.
That's you. Matt's
Which
5.
fucking?
Matt's
Oh,
I have the God mic. You cannot silence me.
Matt's 5.
Matt.
Hello.
See, I told you.
So, oh, dude.
Those two switch.
I've been fucking with the
Those
wrong
two
mic.
switch.
Was put over here.
I just fucking sat down.
Yeah,
and took
this one was
whatever
just
right
sitting
here.
there.
So he was. I'm off.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
All right, there we go.
Nobody has the mic they're supposed to have. God damn it!
What do you? What do you?
Except for
want?
me and Brendan. We
What
both
do
have
you
the
want?
mics.
You want me to-
So
Who-
almost
what
half
am
the
I at?
people.
I'm gonna sit
What
on
am I
this
at?
mic.
40% of people have the mic they're
Which
supposed to
mic
have.
am I at?
You're at
I don't agree with your math.
3.
3, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Nope.
that's what I
No,
was.
he is 4.
You're 4.
I'm 4.
No,
Yes.
no. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 4.
So
Quattro.
Trace is 4. Trace is 4.
So Matt's 3.
Matt's 5.
Joel's
Somehow.
3.
Joel is 3.
I'm
All right,
Trace.
how
Wait.
So
about-
Joel and Matt switched mics somehow.
Trace.
That's what I'm saying.
Not
Because
even on.
Matt,
No,
you have a
Hello.
no.
Chris,
Is your
my
mic old or
Fucking
new?
low.
Looks
Motherfucker!
Joel, let me.
That's
Yeah,
how
you have-
They are compared to us.
No, because
This
there's
is
2
mine.
old. There are 2
These
old
are the
I
mics.
same
have the old one.
There are 2 old mics in use right now.
We're fine, Joel. Go home. Joel, will you just fill up the shots already?
Okay.
What are we
I'm gonna
doing?
shove this up my creme.
Well, it's your pop filter, so if that's what you want to do, then go for it.
Yeah, that's.
Joel, are
Hold
you
on,
filling
hold
up
on,
shots
hold
or what?
No, my pants are down. If I stand up, I'm gonna
I-
knock this down.
All
I'm
right,
not gonna get
so-
a rest.
Oh my god.
7. 7
Why
is
do always
I was
have
like,
to
where's
do
that
it?
coming
I just wanna
from?
sit.
7 is Trace, or 7 is Joel.
7.
8 is Trace.
Yeah, Trace has some sitting to do.
Matt is 9.
I have 2 weeks of doing it, so I don't see why not do it now.
Brendan and I
All right,
are
all
2
right,
and 1
hold on.
respectively.
Oh my god, knock that shit off.
Motherfucker! Oh my god. Is this how we're gonna fill dead air from now on?
That was the African tribe of Zimbabwe.
Which one was
What are you doing? Yo, you're an active
This is
Black
samurai.
black,
Yours?
nigga.
Look at this. I'm
Hey.
a fucking ninja, bitch.
Ninja.
What the hell?
I don't really know how to edit audio, so I'm gonna need you not to say certain words. Especially we're in
Now
the
you
middle.
tell me.
They're in the middle of other words.
See.
That's
And
why
I
we
don't know
need
how to
you
bleep them.
censor. You gotta have the beep on your phone.
Ah, Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, that was pretty good. Shit.
Can
what
I
was
just
it?
ham horn like when I'm gonna cuss? Ah.
Yeah, you can just do that. But don't say the actual word over it because it's
will
not
still
loud
be
enough
like
to
here.
drown it out. Yeah.
Ah, shit. Like that. Like that.
Yeah, that's perfect, Joel.
Alright.
Just keep doing that.
I just wanted to demonstrate.
Oh, horn.
So-
Shit!
Yeah.
Shit.
The suit is black, dog. The suit is nah, it's black.
What is this?
NDS.
It's
Hey,
also
okay,
butter.
okay, real talk, real quick. Can I talk about something?
Hold on.
So-
Are we really? Come on, Trace.
Truck, yeah, baby. So Sunday, do I have to write this in the book?
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Do I have to write this in the
No.
book?
Please do, because then I will remember what you talked about.
Hold on.
Well, I wrote down things that I haven't talked about yet, but I want to.
That's fine. You should do that.
I got a list. So
That's kind of what this thing is about.
first and foremost,
First and foremost, let's take this shot real quick. Sponsored by Jack Fire. Not really, but Jack Fire.
wouldn't that be cool?
Chris was like, fuck, I gotta cut that.
No, I don't have to cut shit. Nobody's listening to this. I don't have to worry about
Why are we on shot number 2?
Oh my god!
Ask Joel.
That's
Yeah, I
some
also-
good shit.
Hey,
that. Want to know the
Shit,
answer to this
boy.
question?
Do
So,
you have a beer over there, Chris?
No,
so
Why not?
Sunday.
because you keep feeding me shots.
There's only 2 of them. We're out now.
You can't eat liquid.
Well-
you drink liquid.
Finish off the Jack
You've-
Fire.
You've met me.
There's a couple shots left.
It wasn't that long ago that I spent about 4 hours in your bathroom.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
So,
Okay, can I?
and guess what else you were doing to me that day? feeding me
Oh
shots
shit.
Sounds a little
and
gay.
cock.
Okay, well, it's
Sunday,
not my fault Nebraska was
At the
getting their
Humane
ass kicked.
Society, there's this cat. He's 12 years old.
Oh boy,
He was like 20 pounds. His name's Loco.
Jesus
And he
fucking
was
Christ!
free. I wanted him so bad.
What
anyway,
an absolute unit.
I wanted him. So we were walking around in the dog area, looking at the dogs, and there was a freaking pig. There was a 3-year-old girl pig.
Wait, they had a pig?
I don't know. I posted on Instagram at
I saw
I
that.
seen it.
at Joel
I seen
Pickle on Instagram. But back to the Borat thing, I put
He's trying to get more followers.
what kind
You're
of
never
dog
going to
is
be able
this?
to compete with your wife. I'm sorry.
What kind of dog is this? Is what I put. 'Cause in Borat, he goes, "What kind of dog is this?" And the guy goes,
He points at a turtle.
"That's a tortoise."
I remember that.
Tortoise.
What is this? Cheese. What is this?
Cheese.
And this,
That is also cheese.
And this one, cheese.
So who brings a pig? Like, who's gonna?
somebody
how much
got
is it-
somebody got a pig
how
because
much
it was
is
this
dog
big.
to the-
It was this
Dog.
big.
50
No,
bucks-
that was a mini pig.
$50.
$50 for a pig?
Yeah, but
Shit, I'll go adopt it.
pigs don't ever stop growing though. So people get the
That's
pig
fine.
when they're like this big, and then
Oh,
they're
it's so cute.
then they're like
Oh.
that happens, and they're like, oh shit, I can't take care of this 90-pound pig. It eats so much food.
Well,
But see, the thing is that if you have a pig,
garbage.
if you have a pig, you can hide a body really easily.
Yeah, because it eats it.
Yeah, pigs eat everything.
And if you have blood on you, what do you use? Get it out of
Hydrogen
your
peroxide
toes. Yeah, there you go.
and cold water.
Yep.
Crime noticed, you don't say. That guy just watched you. What did you kill that
Hey,
guy with?
Brendan, I'll take
A
one.
screwdriver or a? Did you kill him with your katana?
Oh, shit.
Why are you so
Hey, Brendan,
slow?
I'll take one. I literally said that into.
That's a little harsh. A total ban. His throat gets slit immediately. Oh my God, Matt is just going nuts in here. She wasn't even doing anything. She was. This guy's dead. Dead. Man, you really go for the throat there. That is some intense looking. Hey, can you give me one of those? Maybe Trace will stop giving me shots if I have a beer in my hand.
Probably not.
Probably not. You're probably right.
Well, just don't end up around.
Around what? You? I gotta leave then.
Whoa. I'm not that bad.
No.
Yeah.
But you're also the only one of my friends that my wife has threatened to kill.
That's fair. Fair point. But that is also your fault.
Yeah, no, I accept at least partial responsibility for that.
You can't tell me it was my fault. You had a vodka Red Bull and like 4 Busch Lights. So I'm like,
That's nothing.
I know.
Kind of like, I was probably much like the Nebraskan. I was probably just super dehydrated because I didn't even drink. I
we
didn't have
also
that
did
much.
have
You didn't
3
drink that
shots
much.
of Rumplemans and a shot of Templeton Rye.
Yeah, that's 4 drinks.
Yeah.
And then I also had a tall boy of Busch Light, I think. I think I only
Yeah.
had one of those.
Yeah, you did. I had 4.
Here's a scary thought. This was before I was plastered,
Cardi B.
but Billy let me handle both his and his wife's guns.
Yes, I do remember that. I was
They
like,
both
It was
have
bef-
guns?
it was before I was.
don't know if we should have.
Not to be a dick, but I don't think Billy works out or has guns.
God, you're a dude.
Wow.
I mean, neither do
He's
I.
like,
but
not to
That's
be a
like I need
dick.
some White Walker.
Immediately,
Matt's like-
I'm going to
Matt's
be a
like,
dick.
I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah, Matt's out. Matt's done.
Yeah, I'm just leaving you assholes.
It's like,
alone.
fuck this
Yeah.
podcast.
Well, you were a big part of the.
Matt's out and Joel's in. Hey.
Nah, I'd rather have Matt.
Oh damn.
So this is actually going to be the 3rd time in a row that we're going to sit down and talk about the stupid fan blade because
Right.
neither of the other 2 are usable.
Are gonna work. So Joel decided to break a fan blade when we were playing some drinking game that Joel came up with. Yeah, there's that. Somebody take his phone away.
I actually kind of like
did-
it.
I didn't.
Oh, Joel, by the
I didn't decide
Ah.
to break it. It was an
Fucking
accident.
Joel.
Wow, what the fuck are you doing?
Joel!
Chris?
By the way, we're no longer the Wild Card Podcast, just so
We're
that you're
no
aware,
longer the Wild Card Podcast.
because there are like 3 other podcasts that are also named the Wild Card.
And they're a bunch of bitches anyway.
We called
we're
them
going
out.
back to the
We'll call them
call-out
out
list.
again.
Called out.
Brendan?
The Wild Card Podcast.
All of
whoever
them.
You
So
are,
what's the name?
all of them. We will send you the address. We can battle royale it out
What was
in
it,
the backyard.
So what's
Not
the
spooky. Not spooky.
No,
Boogie.
that
Oh,
was the
Wank.
name for now.
We're the
Wank.
Wank Podcast.
Great podcast, baby.
Yep.
Wednesday Night Crew Podcast.
WNC Wank.
Wink.
Wink.
About it.
Why aren't we like the
We're the Wednesdays.
McDonald's every Wednesday night?
Why aren't we
podcast?
the spooky
Because
boobs?
we're not sponsored. If we get sponsored, sure, we'll be the fucking McDonald's.
We'll be whoever
No, I ain't
you
no
want
sellout,
us to
bitch.
be.
Well, yeah, I ain't selling that.
Hey,
to
hey,
McDonald's.
what about this idea? We are the Air podcast because we're sponsored by Air.
I'm pretty sure there might already be an Air podcast.
We could spell it any way we want.
With an E at the end?
A3R.
A3R.
Air.
That's fair.
Air podcast.
Hey, so, shit, nobody here's
All
going
of
to
us?
get this reference.
Trace and
Somehow.
Try it.
his 2 rectums.
Hey, who here,
Yeah, no shit, right
including Matt, I'm
now.
pretty
Hey,
sure
I
Matt
need
does.
surgeries next week.
Hey, who here knows who H3H3 is?
I know 4-H. That's the animal competition.
It
Nope.
is. What's really funny about
Joel,
that,
you're
they
either
have an
gonna need to
adult
get-
4-H in South Dakota.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there ain't shit
and
else
the
to do in South
cows
Dakota.
aren't small. They're like full-grown fucking cows, and they were on TV. Wait, it was at my house.
Yeah.
They were on TV.
During the Nebraska game.
And it was like, wait, how do you figure out who wins? Because they're all the same fucking thing.
That's racist.
Yeah.
No,
Matt is
that's
racist towards
racist.
cows.
Are you a cow?
Yeah,
That's
careful.
racist.
Tread carefully.
We missed HQ.
Joel, do you know? Does anybody know who
Do you have some White
H3H3 is?
Walker?
Matt knows who
May I try it?
H3H3 is.
Please.
I'm not sure if he's
I want to see how
nodding
it
to
tastes.
Trace or to me.
I mean, I
To
wish.
Trace. But
they'd
yes to you
let me
too.
try some.
Okay. So Matt's, of course, the only other person who knows who H3H3 is.
This smells
Joel
awesome,
is Ethan.
Matt. Put your headphones on. There's gonna be like multiple conversations going on.
Yeah, we should try to avoid that because that
I know.
pisses
Hold
me
on.
off
Can
when
I,
I'm
can I
editing.
talk about the Johnny White Walker?
So-
So,
Game of Thrones announced that they're releasing 9 different scotches
Ooh.
that are all based on the different houses.
Uh-huh.
First one that they released is Johnny Walker, and it's called White Walker.
It's Johnny White Walker.
Well, it's just Johnny Walker, White Walker.
Yeah.
do you want to talk?
Hey, which one did we decide Trace was?
Did you see
That's
the
fine.
UFC fights?
Okay.
Matt, that's pretty freaking good. Have you had it yet?
No.
Oh, that was the first one? Oh, man, I feel honored.
Oh, there we go.
Chris,
You like
I
that?
hit you.
That's pretty good.
Yes, you did.
I'm
I like
sorry.
it.
It's okay.
I was in the
So,
middle of
but-
reaching for something.
If any of you guys watch UFC 229, Derek Lewis knocked out this Russian guy, and then decided he took off his fighting shorts and had his whatever under his underwear or whatever on, and Joe Rogan goes,
Compression shorts.
yeah, he goes,
His underwear.
why'd you take off your shorts? And Derek Lewis goes, my balls were hot.
My balls
No.
is hot.
He said my balls was hot.
My balls was hot.
My
Yeah.
balls was hot.
Yeah.
Did you see what he posted on Instagram today? The video?
Yes.
It was like a
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, him knocking the dude out. Finish him. He's just ground and pounding.
He is. I'm not gonna lie. He's like my spirit animal. That guy is hilarious.
He
When he beat Travis Brown, Joe Rogan's like, "What's next?" He's like, "Where Ronda Rousey at?"
Because he wanted to fuck or fight.
Fuck.
Both.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Choke
Well,
her-
probably
choke
both.
Choke her out in the ring and fuck her at the same time.
I'm telling you, man.
Hey, are we
So
gonna
he
talk about this book?
we
also?
are here in a second. A lot of people were really surprised about Joe Rogan's comedic timing when he said "I understand" after Derek Lewis said my balls was hot.
That was so funny.
People forget that Joe Rogan is a comedian.
Oh my god.
Like,
I-
that's literally
I was
been his, like,
crying.
Aside from being a professional Taekwondo champion, that's like the other thing he's known for is comedy.
Did you watch his stand up on.
I have not yet. I keep seeing little clips from it on in my Instagram feed.
It's so funny.
Is it actually good?
Oh, it's so funny.
I saw a Joe Rogan stand up a long time ago.
The one where he talked about "Hey There, Delilah."
Maybe.
That's one of my favorites.
I don't know. I don't remember what he talked about on it, but I remember that it was several years ago and it was on Netflix. Joel has been writing in this book for a long time, which
With
is
his pants
an-
down.
unintended consequence of this book. I was not expecting this because you're supposed to write something in it and pass it along for anybody else who might want to write something down so that we make sure we talk about it. But Joel has written like 20 things down. So Joel, why don't you take it away?
He's only on like number 7.
Oh,
All right. Well, I wrote down a couple of topics.
oh yeah, you say.
We already kind of talked about one, which was the Humane Society, but
Yep.
along with that, gay animals.
So we kind of talked about this before we said we were
All
starting.
right. All
So,
right. Let me list these
But
off. Let me list these off real
Hold
quick.
on a minute. Every animal's gay. It's about dominance. It's not about being homosexual.
Well, but
It's about pleasure.
Yes and no.
being gay is it your action or is it what you want? Like, is it
Yeah, as a
what
straight
you're
dude,
attracted to, or like just what you do?
is a
Is
straight
there a big
dude
difference?
who is in prison and is fucking all sorts of buttholes suddenly gay, or is he still straight, just fucking a dude's butthole because that's all he's got?
That's a fair point. I don't know. I mean,
Also, why isn't there prison for animals?
there
It's
is-
'cause It's called a shotgun to the dome, is what it's called.
Oh God, I don't know if I should.
But also the zoo. The zoo's more like, it's not really jail. It's more like a concentration camp.
What rights do they have?
Well, I mean, they don't have any rights, but it's like more like a concentration camp. They
Okay.
didn't do anything wrong to be there,
Yeah, you're right.
but they are still there.
Of
You're
course, they're still there.
So,
What would be jail for kid or for kids?
For kid daycare.
School, yeah. Obviously.
Sorry, for animals.
Oh, on top of that, let me add this to the
Society,
book.
maybe?
Let me add this to the book.
Yeah, I guess the Humane Society because you got to pay to get out.
Oh shit, you
So
gotta
it's
get
like
bailed out.
Monopoly.
Shit,
That's what we
getting
need to do.
bailed
We need to start
out.
Playing some board games and recording that shit.
Hell
We need stands
We're gonna
first.
play Monopoly.
Hey,
Well, we
I
can
can't.
order those. They're $10.
on
Yes.
that topic, I threw in kind of to mess with this. Child leashes. Where you
I
can put a
think-
leash on a
Hold
child.
on. I think that's kind of
What-
BS.
what are your
I
thoughts
think
on
that's fucking inhumane.
If your
Why are
children
you
are
throwing a
bad enough
fucking-
that you have to put them on a leash,
Don't-
that's your own fucking
I
Right.
You're
get
a terrible parent.
That's
If your
some
children are
bullshit.
bad enough that they need to be on a leash, they should not be in public.
But they probably
Yeah,
won't be
exactly.
kidnapped on a leash.
Because
It doesn't
here's
matter.
here's
You're not-
the
your kid shouldn't be kidnapped right next to you anyway.
here's the opportunity cost
I've
of
seen videos.
do I go out in public with my kid on a leash? Is you should never do that. And because your parenting is so bad that it's gotten to the point where you need to put your kid on a leash, you now have to pay some other person actual money to watch your kid
Okay.
while you go out in public.
But what if
Because it's stupid.
What-
Bringing
Hey,
your
I'll
kid
take
to a
the
fucking
money.
movie
You pay
theater,
me, I'll watch
what if
it.
it's
Or
what
a
if
restaurant.
It's a leash connected to a backpack?
That's
So
how
the
it
kid's
is
got
now.
a backpack on. No, I've seen like a full-on harness.
Yeah, it's like
I know.
it's like a harness that you put on like a fucking husky to pull a sled. Like that's most of the ones that I've seen.
That's what I always say.
How many
Mush.
children would you need to hook up to harnesses to have them pull you on a sled?
Roughly about 8, I would think. 8 to 10.
I think we
Don't
should
you
find
you need
out.
More than huskies, because huskies probably have better pulling power than children.
You're
Depends on
right,
the
20.
100%.
We need 20 5-year-olds.
Brennan, what's your thought?
I was just thinking
How many
we should
kids?
try it.
Oh, do we know enough people with kids?
Hold on.
I could-
Daycare.
Wait.
Hey, well, let's pop by a
I was gonna
daycare.
say,
Hey,
I think-
hey, can we borrow
I got 4
20 of
kids.
your
I got 4
5-year-olds?
kids off the top of my
I have
head.
2.
4.
How many of those kids are overlapping?
Yeah, we need
0.
no.
Guarantee it.
Can we throw a dog in
Zero.
there to like compare?
I'm not thinking about what we do outside.
We need Rocky. Rocky's
Well,
also
what's
going to
the
be
age?
close.
Rocky. and
We gotta
Rocky
have a
will
common
pull
age.
Like
about
4 to 7.
See,
Yes.
4's not
shit.
gonna pull
Alright, so I
shit.
have 1. I have 1. I have,
No,
I
have
only
let's-
say
an
4
11-year-old,
because if
but
you
I don't have.
if you raise the age to 7, I've got 0.
Hey,
I don't know anybody who's 7.
Four will pull it, but they'll pull it in the wrong direction.
That's what the whips are for.
Exactly.
Back
The
to work.
leashes are really
Back to the
whips.
front. God damn it, man!
You
I
know,
have to
my
keep turning
sister
you up.
works at a daycare,
So
and I think we could show up
Free labor.
Hey,
probably
hey,
show
and
up.
okay.
try this.
We
Okay,
could get it done.
time out. Is child power a thing?
Like horsepower.
There's horsepower, there's dog power.
We
There's-
could.
I thought you were going like the white.
Oh,
guy.
too much.
loud.
Too much
Now
now.
we're loud.
Can I, I'm gonna jump on the
I
internet.
feel like everyone's so much
No,
louder
that's
than
Matt's
me. Is that
job.
just me?
It's
Matt,
true.
No, it's just Joel and Trace are loud as fuck.
That's true. It's true.
That's
That's why.
Matt's job. You can't.
But the thing is that Joel still isn't like holding his mic quite right yet because you're supposed to talk into the top of it.
hey,
Yeah.
Supposed to yell
hey,
into it.
Joel, that's Matt's job. You can't.
Yeah.
do
Oh
that.
yeah, that's by the way, that's
I'm
a
the
rule.
machine.
Child-
Matt is the only one who's allowed to look things
Get
up.
off the Google.
Okay, time out. I put child power in child Power Ranger costume. It's spooky season vision.
All right,
Spooky season.
all right, Joel, put your phone away.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not.
One of the
This
I'd like
is all like attorney at law for child like power custody.
the
Oh, this is not. What I
Who was it?
That one was me.
Who was it? Yeah.
the
Now I can only hear out of one ear.
I can
Thanks.
hear it all.
Wait, that's the whole time. That's
The,
what you only hear out of one ear?
yes,
I can only hear out of one ear.
yeah,
In the headphones?
yeah.
Hey,
I feel
Oh.
like I can't hear
It
myself.
came out of my headphones.
See, I feel like I can't hear my own self, but I can hear everyone else very loud.
Let me know when
I-
you're ready.
It's
probably
because
you're
you
listening
don't
to yourself.
take one of your freaking ear. Take the one that
Let me
isn't
know when you're
is
ready. for
getting
another
sound out of it
topic.
off,
Hello? Hello?
and then you don't have to worry about hearing
Hello?
yourself.
Hello? Wait, what? No,
What? I promise you're in the mix because I can hear you. So yeah, Joel. Like the only rule on this podcast is no out of context racial slurs. Like if you're like telling a story and somebody said a racial slur to you, then I am fine with you repeating it into the audio. Fuck yourself.
That was good.
That's like when Lil Wayne sparks up a blunt before.
Yeah.
Hey, props to you.
And
You get a yeet yeet yah.
Yeet yeah.
No, yeet yeet yah.
Yeet yeah.
And then you got a dab at the end too.
Yeah.
Right?
so
Gotta get the dabs in there. Yeet.
the rule is no racial slurs and also or homophobic slurs. I mean, I know we might have a discussion about a particular word, but just I don't feel like trying to bleep stuff.
The F
And
word.
then also, yes, the F word. And then also, Matt is the keeper of any internet. So he is the one in charge of if we're having an argument about like a fact, and it could be easily verified with Google. It is up to Matt
Turn
to
on-
decide when he Googles it and when he tells us about the answer.
Turn on hockey. Mute that. Turn on.
It's already
You
muted.
don't have the NBC Sports
Hey,
anymore?
do you want
You did have
another
it.
topic?
What the fuck happened?
Yeah, let's go on another topic while
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
Trace and Matt talk about
Okay,
NBC Sports.
so it's not important.
Totally not sponsored by Comcast.
Just a comment. Yankees suck.
Yeah. Hold on. You're a Yankees fan. We got Brendan and Matt who are. Well, Matt's kind of a Boston fan.
I've never once in my life said that I'm a best Boston Red Sox fan.
And I
Brendan
fucking
is
hate
a
baseball,
Boston
so-
fan.
I just don't like the Yankees.
I see Matt being a Milwaukee
Right?
Brewers fan.
Am I wrong,
It
Brendan?
would be really cool.
No,
to see them
I
win because
used
they
to
haven't gone in
be a
while.
big fan,
Oh.
but I just kind of fell off of baseball.
I-
but
I'm still
but
a
I mean,
big
they're winning,
Yankees
so
fan.
hey, go Boston.
I'm still a big Yankees fan, and Joel, I know you are too. But like, what? Why did Aaron Boone get outmanaged?
Pathetic.
What happened?
Did you see what this said?
Yes.
No.
The sticker, which was stuck to my laptop. I don't know where it came from.
It came from right here.
It was
I
well, it came from something
I
else
stuck
before
on
it.
there.
It just says plug-in straight end.
Well, good thing my headphones don't have a straight in and a
Curved
corner
in.
in, curved in.
So it must have come from your Beats.
Yes, I put them on. I put it on the mixer, and then Joel moved.
Ah,
it,
okay.
so.
That's funny.
Plug
Okay.
in straight
Also,
end.
last night I was on Instagram. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar. I've never really tried it or checked it out. We're logged in, but so there's this app.
You're a liar.
You're a liar.
There's this app.
Called Instagram.
Boy, check me. It's called Robinhood, and it's about like stocks and investing.
So do you steal money from people?
No, like you can get like it says get free stock, which I don't know how that works.
Bullshit.
But like you
You're
get
stealing
Apple,
money.
Ford, Sprint, and like I don't know the guy that did it last night. He's like, hey, this isn't an ad, but check this shit out, and he's making money. I don't know how much he's investing off of it, but not plugging
But what
them
is
either.
he
But
investing in?
I don't remember.
That's the
He's
issue.
probably gone by then. Next topic. All right, I've had plenty of these, but nothing comes to mind.
Orgasms?
Maybe you have ideas.
Hey,
Oh, ideas.
Hey,
Shark Tank ideas.
Shark Tank idea.
Oh.
That's a good idea.
Joel could
I
go
do have actually an
forever.
idea,
Let's
We're
get
gonna
but
have to-
me and Chris have already kind of started it, so I can't speak of it.
Wait, what?
You know what it is.
that curved end of the microphone.
Oh yeah, it's not. Wait, what?
Privatized.
Interesting.
You'll have to talk about this later.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not ringing any bells for me. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's
it is.
it's Shark Tank
Last
Ideas
shot.
Hour, so let's
Yeah.
hear it.
Oh,
Oh my
Shit.
god!
God damn, you just
What
blew
the
out my
hell?
left ear.
My name's Chris and I yell into the mic.
who just did? Was that Joel this time?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, and it sounded just like you.
Yeah. All right.
Wang.
I know what you're talking about now. All right, Shark Tank ideas, Joel. Let's hear them.
Privatized Wang, really?
What? Yes,
What about-
privatized Wang. Yes,
Privatized Wang.
Yeah.
Okay.
like the Wank podcast.
PGD,
It's all related.
PGD.
They're all together.
Son of a bitch. Hold on.
Yeah, see, that's the problem right there.
Hold on. I have.
Man, well, that's what I don't know.
What
I've
is the
had
problem? What are you guys doing over there?
So many
Rocky or
Shark Tank
Mexico?
ideas. But like, what is?
Do you not have one? I thought you brought this up because you had a Shark Tank idea.
Dude, I have so many ideas, but they leave my head in half a second. I've
Maybe
had
you
so
should
many
get a
ideas.
Moleskine
Okay,
notebook and write them down.
so
Not
I
sponsored by
thought
Moleskine.
I have one
wrote
already
it
said.
down.
But how many things? Like, what left is there to invent?
There's plenty of stuff
I
left to
don't
invent.
have it. But it might be Mexico. Money
What is going on? We need to talk over because if nobody's talking while he's doing that over there, even with this mic muted, you can hear it.
I think you said Mexican Miley Cyrus.
Mexican Miley Cyrus.
Perfect.
Is that Selena Gomez?
Matt, you
It's
heard
not
me.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah,
What?
Hold on.
Is it Selena, the pop artist from back in the day?
Selena Gomez.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure she. Oh wait, I thought you said homo. I was like, I don't think she's homosexual at all. Well, she is into
It's
Justin Bieber, who is arguably a lesbian, so
2018.
maybe.
We can't assume anything.
This is fair point.
I'll figure it out. 1 second.
Okay, can I bring up the next topic?
Sure.
Yeah,
Shark Tank.
Shark
ideas.
Tank.
we're moving.
If
God.
We're moving
So
so
what's your
quickly.
Shark Tank idea?
If
Yeah,
we-
you always have.
He just
a
said he's
million
got so
fucking
many ideas, but they
Well-
all leave his head so fast.
Stupid amount.
Well, kind of
What?
a bad topic. If I were to share them, then you take them and go on Shark Tank.
No, we
Take
would
them
not
and
go on Shark Tank. So then why would you say it? You trying to get our ideas?
I was trying to get your ideas.
You motherfucker.
Yeah.
How about
Chris
this?
already had
A
one.
lawnmower
Well, I
that
have
cuts
one.
the grass itself.
It already
Oh,
happened.
That
wait.
exists.
It's at Nebraska French Run. That's
Yeah, I know.
So, next topic. Quote unquote
Oh boy.
black things. Why are they called black? Like black ice? Black male? Why is it called black things?
Because you can't see it.
Pretty sure that's not the answer. I'm almost 100% sure that that's not the
It
answer.
doesn't exist.
I am 100%.
Well,
You
no,
cannot
I
see
didn't think about blackmail. I thought about black ice. Usually you cannot see black ice.
Right, but why
That's
is it
why
called?
I said you couldn't
But
see.
why is it called black ice?
I
I
don't
have no
know.
idea.
And why is it called a white lie?
Actually,
'Cause
black-
white people lie
black
all the
ice.
time.
Yeah, white people love lying.
I was going to say,
Okay,
you wanna
everyone-
see my serious answer?
Yeah,
Like, it very well could be a racist connotation where
probably.
black things.
Everyone
usually
hates
considered
black eyes.
blind.
Oh my god.
You're rushing that word right there. Black eyes, black
Yeah.
eyes.
If you want further
black
information
used to
about
be
black ice,
considered like
Google
a bad thing, and so black ice, blackmail could be
Yeah.
bad connotations of
Oh
things.
I think
if you want to know more
We
about
need to
black
Google
ice
it.
specifically,
Yeah.
we don't need to Google it.
We need
If
to.
you,
I think
whoever,
I've tried,
whoever's
honestly, and
listening,
I don't know.
wants to know more about black ice, you should just consult the Key and Peele sketch.
Or if you want to know more
Sketch.
about black guys, then there are
It
plenty of
sounds-
websites for
Then
that.
there is a category on Pornhub for you specifically.
Honestly,
Actually, there's like 3 or 4.
Probably more than
black ice sounds like black guys. And,
Yes, thank
and-
you.
As quickly
Welcome
as you
to
were saying,
a minute
yes.
ago.
And hot guys sounds like hot guys. So while we're just kind of rolling,
Go on.
I got nothing more on that.
Okay, that's
I'm
all.
out, I'm
Okay,
I
you're
was
out.
going to ask why they were called hot.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause you can't see- wait.
Andy Cap's hot fries. There you go. There's a plug. I love those.
Oh yeah. Also not sponsored by them either.
I'm out of beer.
Although they're
Never
pretty
even
good.
heard of that.
So get up and get yourself.
You've never had the hot fries? Andy Cap, like the comic
Or
strip?
cheddar or barbecue
Hot fries?
fries. Oh, there's
What?
Nope.
Dude, like a
What?
Where?
like a buck, dude, everywhere. Gas station, Menard. You can get a huge bag at Menards for like $2.
You're one
What?
of the people that grocery shops at Menards. Who
No.
grocery shops at
I don't do
Menards?
that.
Couple
Joel
of
might.
them
No, I've
that
seen-
you
I've
get,
seen
that's
them one-
pretty good.
You can get them at the gas station, $1.50.
You can actually get a lot of
12
stuff at Menards, the grocery section, cheaper than you would at a normal grocery
Oh
store.
yeah.
I don't know how it
Sure.
happens.
You
You
have
got
a ton of
your
Gatorade.
Tony's
It's like-
frozen pizzas.
Yeah, if you need like a case of
Tony's
Gatorade
You said
for like
you
$2.
frozen pizzas.
Well, fair enough.
I've never
I
seen
literally
Matt
cook
eat a
pizzas
frozen
for a
pizza in his
living,
life.
like,
I know, but still.
Matt's,
Frozen
Matt got
pizza
really-
are Matt's nemesis.
Matt got very insulted
Yeah.
just then, yeah.
What
the fuck, Joel?
What the fuck?
Would I? I can
Never
make
in my
fresh
life
pizza
have I-
every day at work.
It's
Why would
true.
Okay.
But haven't
Make
you
a
just thought
frozen-
about, hey, I just need to throw a pizza in real quick. I'm gonna throw it
Yeah, on
in
your
instead of
day
oh,
off.
I gotta.
Matt
get
could
all the
probably cook a
ingredients.
pizza in the
not
time
eating
it
pizza
takes.
on my day off.
Are you sure?
Oh, you're right. I did eat pizza today, but guess what? I didn't have to fucking make it.
Caught you, bitch.
Ouch.
Okay.
If
Okay.
I'm making myself food and it's not at work, it sure shit ain't pizza.
What an indictment.
Is it tacos?
Indictment. I
Yeah,
didn't
there's
get
that word again.
indicted.
Okay. All right. Next
All right.
topic.
Oh
I
shit,
just
Joel's
brought up.
moving on. It's a lightning round.
Do you have more?
Do you have more?
They're in the fridge.
I got it.
Coolest thing you've seen on the TV show, How It's Made.
How it's
I haven't seen that TV show.
Uh,
The
Color-
one cool
in
episode I
years,
remember is
years.
Calm down, calm down.
the one cool one I remember is frozen pizza. So in your face.
Frozen pizza.
I'd have to say, and here's the thing about, so I've actually seen this in real life as well. Colored pencils.
Thank you.
Yeah.
how it's made on colored pencils is really neat. And when I lived in Germany, we went on a field trip to the Faber-Castell factory in Nuremberg,
Time out. Sorry.
and I got to see colored pencils being made there as
Do you
well.
know how to say colored pencil in German?
No.
Neither do I. I was just curious.
All right, moving on.
How do you say
I-
it?
Brendan,
I
coolest
took
thing you've
German,
seen
but I
on?
never-
Yeah, I mean, I lived there for 10 years, and I took German.
That's
And I
just
don't.
one word I've never heard.
It's not
I don't even
not
know-
an important word.
That's
I don't even know
fair.
how do you say pencil? Schrift.
That's maybe.
It's writing.
I don't know. Can't look it up.
Alright.
I'm not Matt.
Someone can.
Someone
That's
can.
fair. Matt can look it up.
Brendan, what's
So-
your?
so-
Spanish to
The
German,
coolest thing I probably ever saw on how it's made is like taffy or
Oh yeah.
well, granted you go
That's
to
Any
cool
kind of
somewhere.
candy.
Any
Any
kind
kind
of
of
candy
candy.
is actually really cool how they make it.
The two coolest shows ever made are How It's Made and Dirty Jobs.
though. Mike
There-
Stiff.
Mike Rose
Bleistift.
is the
Bleistift.
There it
best
is.
person
Yep.
I
Light
think
shit.
ever. Mike Rose.
Mike
legit.
Rose, him and Joe Rogan.
Is that
if they had a
PIMP?
baby-
Oh, dude.
If Mike Rowe and Joe Rogan had a baby, it would be
You'd be the hardest working stoner ever.
It would be
I
immortal.
agree.
That kid would be high as fuck, but he would still be putting billboards up and cleaning sewers.
Pencil would be a bunch stiff.
Bunstief? Okay, got it.
Stiff.
I-
Boone, yeah, Boone is.
I feel
Yeah,
like
that makes
I
sense.
feel like not Joe Rogan. Mike Rowe is so correct in the we need more people to work.
The political.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What,
Vocational jobs and
Yes.
stuff. Trades.
trade jobs, and we're running out of them. And people don't realize that, but they still want to spend
We're running out
60.
of people to work them,
Right.
not running out of the job.
Well,
Right,
though
right.
we kind of are a little bit in some of the trades because it's getting automated and stuff, so machines are
Right,
doing
but
that
at the
work.
same time, you can't. Somebody's going to spend $60,000 on a 4-year degree or more on a
Right.
4-year degree and not have a job when you can spend not even half that and have
18
a
to
job.
24 months.
We had a
Who
huge.
pays more.
It wasn't like an argument, but a discussion at the end of football practice today. And I got forwarded an article that says bullshit jobs and the yoke of managerial feudalism, which is basically all the bullshit jobs and all the trades jobs at the bottom that get
Right.
kind of pissed on, and how they talk about going to college for 4 years and all this stuff. And then I had one mention, well, why not have them go till sophomore year?
Right.
And if they know what they want to do, then they can jump in that field and not
Right.
just do all the bullshit that they
That's
don't
what I
want to do.
already did.
That's kind of what.
And then
That's what a community college is.
Or
no,
junior-
but like starting in high school,
Oh,
Yeah.
like you knock
well,
it out
most-
before you
most,
even get
most
there.
high schools
That's-
nowadays, you have an associate's degree when you leave high school.
Joel, that's actually exactly how the German school system works. Is when you get to 16 years old, you go and you either start as an apprentice in whatever trade you're going to be in, so plumber, electrician, whatever, or you decide to go to high school, which is gymnasium, I don't remember how it's pronounced. Yeah, so then you go there, and then you can further your education at that point. But
That's
yeah,
what-
they basically, but the Germans also go to school 6 days a week
No.
for half the day. They go from like 8 to noon, and they go all year round.
Right.
And I'm a huge proponent for year-round schooling as well, because I mean, kids
not?
just lose all of that shit over the summer. And shit, I gotta work 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year. Those fucking kids need to learn.
Yeah.
You don't learn today.
I think that every kid should have to have an associate's degree by the time they get done with
On
high school.
I think you just stop calling it that.
on top
Well,
of
I
that,
agree. Whatever it is, you get your high school diploma. It's equal to associate's degree.
Well-
Because then that way you only need 2 or 3 more years of college, and it's not
Do you?
$100,000.
I'm a little bit more extreme on this. I think you should only go to college if you want to be like a doctor or like somebody who requires a lot of very specific knowledge, like a lawyer, a doctor, or that, somebody like that. You should not be going to college for 4 years to get a history degree if you're not going to be a
Business.
history teacher. Business
But-
makes sense though, but you shouldn't be.
Business
You
still
should.
doesn't make sense because you can run a business without a degree.
I mean, you could, but you can do all of these things without a degree. You could be a
You
history
can't be
professor.
A doctor really without a degree.
I mean, not officially, but you could have all the knowledge of a doctor
Right.
without a degree.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, in order to practice medicine in the United States, you have to be, you have to have a medical license and all that. But you could just as easily go to some backwater place in Africa and be just as good as any doctor here without a license and be a
Right.
doctor, basically.
so one thing I don't remember the guy's name, but he was talking about it, and basically it was like a roundtable discussion, and he talked about like instead of graduation from high school, because like now, when you're a senior, you talk about cap and gown and all that stuff, and it's October. That's
You should
not
have a
until May.
job.
He talked about like taking your portfolio and passing it on somewhere where you think you're gonna go, and then saying like, "This is what I have to offer. Like, how can you better develop me?" Like, so basically, you're taking everything that you have, all the experiences. You're saying like, "This is what I think I want to do," and then the certain areas that like would hire you on will take that portfolio and say, "This is how we're gonna make you better." And like, you don't graduate, but you just basically move into like another level
That's
of education.
genius.
You're 100% right. But
That's
welcome
Joel.
to America.
It's the same
Where
level.
if
But,
we
yeah.
can't pay you the least amount of money for the most amount of work, sorry, get out.
And I have a great
Welcome to
example.
America.
Which
I have a
that's
great
that's
example.
it's an idealism kind
It's
of
so
like way
tough
of
with
thinking.
music.
Because
And
he
Sometimes
he
makes
said,
$13 to stay in a whole
Because
restaurant.
that's Trace.
Get the fuck out of here.
Is that
and he
Joel?
said like
And this is
it'll
Matt?
never happen.
No, Matt's here.
Obviously.
This
So
is Joel.
we're
Without, you know,
we're all in.
The way everything is, but like
Yeah,
ideally,
me, you.
if that was
Joel.
the way it was, and you would take everything
Oh,
and pass
100%.
on, continue your education, like you're just moving
Yeah.
up another level.
I completely agree. It's just not feasible in the U.S.
No, absolutely. Although, I mean, my thing has always been to, I've said since I was, it's probably been about 5 or 6 years. Stop telling kids to go to college. Stop telling kids they have to go to college
Right.
if they want to succeed in life, because that is such
You don't
horseshit.
have to go to college to
Not only is it
You
horseshit,
can make-
but like if you're telling kids to go to college and put themselves $100,000 in debt when they don't even know what they want to do, by the time they do find what they want to do, I mean,
It's too
maybe
late.
what they want to do doesn't pay that well.
As a
They're in
plumber
debt their
or
entire
electrician,
life.
You can make $50 an hour
Right,
wiring a light. Mine is super loud right now.
my brother is a
You said Joel was
journeyman. He
this
can
one.
make
He's 3.
that much money right now.
Dude, you make bank doing
It's
that stuff.
ridiculous.
So, and
But
that's
they'll
the kind
look-
of
they'll
thing
look
where,
down upon.
Right, they're
which is such horseshit.
But everybody
It's
needs them.
bullshit.
But
Yeah.
everybody needs them.
You can't wire a light by yourself.
No,
But someone that knows how to, well, they'll make $50 an hour doing it.
exactly.
I mean, I could inside my house, but I can't in a commercial setting because it's got, you got different kinds of power and different
Right.
colors.
Even
I can't
then-
see any colors. There's only 2 colors in an outlet in your house. It's black and white. I can do that. I can't do all the other
And
ones.
green.
Black eyes.
Green's always ground though, so I don't have to worry about
There
that.
you go.
Can you tell which one's green though?
Yeah, no, I can tell which one's green.
In a
Oh.
different shade of gray.
No, I'm not that colorblind. If it was like, if they were like, it was like lime green, forest green, and like normal green, and those are the 3 wires that are inside your outlet in your wall, I'd be fucked. I could not do that.
We should try that.
Hey,
I
Chris,
think that'd be really
Yeah,
fun.
Joel.
what was the coolest episode on How It's Made you've ever seen?
We covered that. Colored pencils.
What about you, Brandon?
It's been so long since I've seen the show
Chain link fences are also really
that
cool.
I can't even remember the last one I've
Anything?
seen.
Dude, they make everything on that show. Canoes are really cool.
Candy. Candy is,
Candy
like I
is
said,
awesome.
candy is
Yeah,
I might
candy.
just be a fat ass, but I remember the show Good Eats more than
Yeah, I was just about to talk about
My
that.
favorite
What's the
show-
guy's name? Al something with glasses.
Mark Summers was his name.
Was
My
it Mark?
And
favorite-
he actually has a new show out on. I think it's on Netflix. It just came out recently.
Who's the other guy?
He's not the man
My-
versus food guy, right?
You can't
I
Google
don't think
it.
so.
No, that was.
Yeah, put your phone down.
Googling.
I know it's going to take a little bit of getting
It's
used to that
big.
rule, Joel, but
My,
It doesn't
my
count.
favorite
Still
show,
doesn't-
my
still
favorite
counts.
show
It's
of all
my-
time is Man versus Food.
My curiosity.
Man
I just want to
versus
see who it is.
Matt's going to look it up.
I think it's Al's show.
Oh, did you turn your
Wait,
mic off,
wait,
or
time out.
did you?
They're
Did it
not
cut out?
doing
Who's-
that. No, I don't
Okay.
know.
Chris, what's your favorite show of all time?
My favorite show of all
Yeah,
time.
let's say let's
This
say not even let's say not really scripted, but scripted.
No, I know who he was on Double
So like
Dare.
on travel or something, whatever
The
is
guy with
like
the
something
Uh,
like that.
glasses. And
favorite
they
show
show,
of
like,
all
how
time.
Food and candy is made.
I don't know. As far as,
What?
I really like Shark Tank,
Whoa.
which isn't really
I think it
scripted.
was-
Yep, have fun with that.
I don't know. My favorite like fully
This
scripted
show.
show is
Snapchat
gotta
me.
be Red
I gotta
versus Blue,
go.
which is kind of a cop out, but
What's
like
his
it
name?
seriously is like consistently been
Oh,
one of like my favorite shows
Alton
my entire
Brown.
life. Alt Brown.
Alton Brown.
Elmer, yes.
Um,
That's the guy I was thinking of.
But-
Text me
Goodies,
Snapchat
wait.
like
me.
semi-scripted kind of. I don't really know if I have a show that I've like always looked forward to, like watching like that. Shark Tank is really the closest thing I've got. The one that I watched the most, like recently within the past few years, just because I've been, we'll watch it together, is like Bachelor, Bachelorette, or whatever those shows
Right,
are,
right.
or like Survivor, or Big Brother is another one. Yeah.
Brendan, what about you? What about like that type of show? I mean, it could be Man vs. Food. It could be Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown. No Reservations. What?
Triple D, Dennis Travis dies.
That
Guy
too.
Fieri.
It could be that. It could be that.
So an
Hey, you're-
unscripted show.
Breaking the rules over here.
Pretty much.
Well, I needed to remember the name of it.
Yeah, see.
Explosion.
Destination Truth.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
something
that's
I
what-
used to
yeah.
like.
What's that guy's name?
Josh Gates. That's what
Yeah,
I knew
okay,
his
yeah.
name, but I couldn't
Yep.
remember because he has
Destination Truth.
Expedition
Expedition
Unknown
Okay,
as well.
that's
That's
the one
his
I was
new
thinking
one.
of.
So they
What's,
got rid of
uh,
Destination Truth. And do you remember?
What is that show? What is that? I've never heard of it.
What's the guy? What's
Where
the
there's
guy
like
who
the
talks about the
chupacabra
Russian
and
mafia?
stuff.
Not a ghost.
Oh.
they're
He talks
like
about the
mythical
Russian
creatures.
mafia.
He tries to, like
He had a show,
Bigfoot and
too.
shit.
Who?
The guy who talks about
So many people were
Bert,
just talking.
Oh,
Bert
Bert
Kreischer?
Kreischer.
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer?
He had a
Hey,
show
by
too.
the way, he's gonna
Let's
be at
hurt
the
Bert.
Funny Bone.
We
Yeah.
shall.
Yeah, when?
Late October, I
We
think
shall
like
go.
2 weeks.
Hey,
2
Chris.
weeks.
Yeah, we should go.
Speaking of going somewhere, I did talk to the
Would you get a problem
bartender
with
at
me?
a local bar. We could probably do a podcast there.
Okay.
So.
You'll have to tell me which bar.
The one that we always go to.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, so did you talk to Abby?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she like in charge? She is in
Pretty much.
charge. The only thing
Pretty much.
I remember from the last conversation we had with her was there was a lot of talk.
All right,
Right.
so are you gonna ask me my favorite shows to watch?
Joel, what's
Yeah.
your favorite
Joel,
show
what
to
is your
watch?
favorite show to
How
watch?
it's made. We figured it.
No, I was kind of waiting. Well, I like all that stuff on the AD and whatever, but
AD.
honestly, I think
like 48 Hours, all the death
I
and
lo- hey,
crime.
Crime
no,
shows?
I
no.
like those two.
Before I'm gonna say something that's gonna get us all hyped. But after I say that, I'm gonna say something else. So just wait. Okay. Ghost Adventures is a lit ass show.
Is that the one where the dude
Okay,
They
see,
annoy,
now we're getting-
they annoy the shit
my
out of me.
Hey.
Oh, what was that over there? Let's go look.
and then it's
Oh, there's
I saw a
nothing.
person.
Hey.
I mean,
The person
I
came
remember
running
watching
by.
Ghost Hunters back
killing
in
my
the
ears.
Oh
so
yeah,
funny.
Ghost
We
Hunters
totally
was
it was
into that.
Taps.
it.
Taps, yeah.
Taps.
Taking to Omaha
that was
or some shit.
awesome.
Is Ghost Adventures the one where the dude walks in?
His
You always see
name's
the
Zach.
screenshot of it,
Zach.
Yeah.
and he like walks in. He's like, "Hey, Ghost, it's me, your boy." Is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Him
He's
and
got-
Aaron is
He has a
someone.
big mohawk and
Yeah.
He didn't have a mohawk in that
Um,
picture that I remember.
So
but-
the next thing that I don't know.
so Ghost Adventures.
It's my fallback.
Ghost Adventures is your fallback.
No.
Keeping up with her dad.
That's a lit show. But,
Oh my god.
I mean, I think Kim looked better before she had her fake ass, but that's just me.
I mean, she looked better in that first video
She
she
still
ever
looks
did.
wow.
Well, yeah.
which video was that?
Here, I can send you a link.
I don't know if I've
Yeah,
seen
Joel's not allowed to look it up because we'll somehow end up watching cake farts.
Same website.
Joel, come on.
anything on honestly like Food Network, it's so entertaining. My favorite go-to show is frick, what's the name?
You can say the F word here. You just can't
Yeah,
say
you
the other
say
F word
fuck.
here.
Frick.
Fact.
That's
So-
like in between
so,
both of them, but
No,
whatever.
Guy Fieri's the host. They're in the supermarket and like they have a big cook-off. And
Oh,
like he'll
what a-
give the rules and stuff.
Yes,
That's
I know what
such
you're
a
talking
good
about.
show.
I know, and I love that show. Do you like
Look it up. Look it up.
I know what you're talking about
Supermarket.
too.
Do you remember
what
Supermarket
is-
Sweep back
Yeah.
on the game show?
Yeah.
That was,
That was always, like, my
Gordon
biggest dream.
Ramsay that he has. It's,
that was the one.
MasterChef.
That was the one where
Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Hell's Kitchen's probably one.
that
of
was
the
the one
best
at the
ones.
very end where they would like give the clue and they had to run through the supermarket and find like the whatever
Yes,
it was they
yep.
were describing.
Right.
Okay, but the one with Guy Fieri is like so cool because they
Yeah,
take
he-
all
he
that
said
weird random stuff and
Guys,
just make
grocery game.
Guys Grocery Games.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
it, yeah.
That's
And they
actually a
just
really good
find,
show.
Like with the rules and they awesome. That's
Why
my
are we
fallback.
talking about Guy Fieri so much?
Whenever
I mean,
that's
you
a-
weren't even here yet when Trace was watching the video of
Flavor
the comedian
Town,
who was
baby.
talking about
Flavor
everybody
Town.
who shits on Guy Fieri for
Guys,
living his
grocery
dream.
games, often nicknamed Triple G.
Triple
That's
G,
kinda
Triple
He's
G.
got Triple G, Triple D, dude.
All right, Matt.
Guy Fieri's
you're
the
up.
man.
What's your favorite show like?
I fall back on
Um,
that.
Like
well,
that.
Chop.
Let me start off by saying that I haven't had cable in 3 years, so
Hi, Matt.
Same.
I have not watched
Cannot
a
relate.
live television broadcast that wasn't sports, like Up at the Bar or something, in almost 3 years probably. So I don't have any shows that I love to keep up on other
not
than
bad.
like
Maybe
hardcore
from, like-
dramas, kind of shit like that.
Like from your childhood, maybe?
Yeah, from your childhood. than in my
Maybe
house.
Good
or
Eats,
your
I
house.
guess.
Yeah.
I want to go
But
watch that.
nothing
all
in
night
that
long.
minute.
But
TV
that's
really.
my thing. Like, we don't have cable either, and on Netflix or Amazon Prime Video, they still have Hell's Kitchen
Hey,
or
can I say
stuff
too?
like that.
I also
That's
just
where
don't
we
watch a whole
we
bunch
got.
of stuff.
I
Popped
freaking
up on-
live on the History Channel.
Yes.
Pawn
the History Channel
Stars,
is the
American
best.
Pickers.
Pawn
dude, I
Stars.
live
Okay,
for that shit.
Joel, have you ever been to?
It makes me
No,
so sad
I
what
want
the
to.
History
Dude,
Channel turned
it
into.
is. It's
I don't-
disappointing.
I'm just so sad.
It's
Well,
disappointing.
Then I don't want to go, but I just want to see the one.
We went there. Oh, by the way, we went there right after Chum Lee got arrested for all his shit, and my dad decided to be like, "Hey, where's Chum Lee?" And yeah, they didn't
course he
like
did.
that shit.
Of course they didn't.
They said, "Get the fuck out! This guy
Well,
can't even
kind
your
of.
town,
They
baby."
like shook their heads. And shit.
Baby.
Actually, it'd be Gordon Ramsay's town, not Guy Fieri's.
We did
What?
go to one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants,
We did.
and it was
It was pretty good.
Was it one of his Michelin star ones or no?
no,
You
it
didn't
was
like
some
it?
like British place. Like they
I don't know. You had
Oh,
fish
British
and
food's
chips.
not that
fish
great.
and chips.
If you're not
Waffle
like
House.
if you're not like on board with like the way British food is, it's not
even
great
that.
food.
No, it's fish and chips.
This is the
It's
sound
fish
of
and chips.
Brendan's
Yeah,
armpit.
Fish, fried fish,
Yep.
French
Brendan,
fries,
you're not enjoying it.
and a
I
Caesar
am. I
salad.
just don't have
I don't
much to add to
I
it.
just really don't, I don't
He-
like fish and
he
chips,
said
so
he
I would
wants
never get
another
that.
I
shot.
enjoy fish and chips.
I
Every
ain't pouring
single
it.
thing
Somebody
that
else is
they
pouring it.
made there
Was
that
no
I
better
paid
than
$50
like
for.
There's
Fox and the
only,
Hound.
like,
was
maybe a
less
shot of Jack Fire left,
Shot of H2O.
quality than what I make at work
or that.
for myself.
All right, so Trace,
Yeah.
we are going to need to get that other mixer so that Audacity can show all of our tracks at the same time, so that I can mute other conversations that are happening that I don't care
Or
about.
volume down certain people.
Like what was just happening across Matt's lab over here. Matt and I were having a conversation.
Last topic that I want to touch on.
Oh, wait, you're almost done? Ding.
He
Well,
could come up with
I'm
more.
sure I can have more.
Okay.
Have any of you? I have. Take it back. Seen birds have sex?
Birds?
What? Have you ever seen a duck have sex?
Oh, ducks are rapey
Birds.
as hell.
Ducks just rape.
Yeah.
Ducks
birds-
rape everything.
Birds are.
Hey,
ducks-
Joel.
Here's a
Ducks
funny
are
story.
ducks are more rapey than dolphins.
No.
Yes, but
yes.
here's the funny story. We were sitting.
Wait, hold on before you do that. Joel, did you know that ducks are so rapey that female ducks have fake vaginas?
Yes.
Okay, go
I
on,
looked-
Trace.
We were sitting at Varsity off of F Street.
It's a decoy.
And-
No,
Trace, do your decoys have multiple vaginas?
I have no
See,
idea.
that's where you're going wrong.
Are they-
I have never tried. Maybe that's why we're not shooting ducks. They don't have fake vaginas.
Well, goddamn.
Some bitch. That damn duck pussy.
We were sitting at Varsity off of F Street, and these little kids went off to run by the lake or whatever's right there.
Charlie's on
And
like.
yep, and
Yeah.
one came back and was like, "It's being mean to the other duck." And I turned around and I was like, I turned to my wife. I was like, "It's raping the other duck."
Them ducks fucking.
So I looked at the parents and I was like,
That duck is shit.
"Sit your kids down because that's natural."
Okay.
How old are your kids?
Loki.
You
I-
haven't had the talk with them yet? Okay, just
Right,
they're
right,
being mean to each
exactly.
other and move on.
Well, the parents looked at me like,
I've
"What
hit
do
a
I
duck in the
say?"
head
And I
with
was
a
like,
rock.
"That's nature." That's
Sometimes
what he said.
when-
like I have no idea what you're
One
gonna
X.
tell me.
Sometimes
Like,
when
what?
a boy duck-
Daddy duck. love each
Everyone
other very
talking at the
much.
same time.
Mommy duck doesn't want to fuck, but daddy duck says it's happening anyway, baby.
So Daddy Duck sticks his dick in one of Mommy
Oh,
Duck's
motherfucker!
several
God.
fake vaginas. We need longer cords.
Well, Joel's knee is just in the way.
I haven't touched anything.
I know, but your knee's like blocking the way, and
But
Oh, Brendan's headphones are broken
okay.
again.
I can only hear out of one ear.
You can always only hear one ear.
Okay.
Blah, blah,
No.
blah, blah, blah.
We had
I could
another
hear out of both
alright,
earlier.
okay.
Really?
Yep, out of mine. If I move it right, I
So
can hear both.
I don't believe you.
this one's
I
for you.
swear
Chris.
to God.
So while I wrote the word bird sex, the words,
Oh, wait, hold on.
Please
Please tell me that the only thing you wrote in that notebook was bird sex.
for that one, I wrote a lot. But when you make an X,
Okay.
how do you make your X? Do you make the back? Okay, I can't.
What is the back?
Well,
I
depending
can't
on
hear
how
a
you
word.
make it would
Am I talking?
would
Yeah, you're
I can't
talking.
hear a thing.
Both.
Somebody broke.
depending
Joel's
on how you make
monitor.
it would make it
How about
the
now?
back or the front.
Good?
No, I can't hear a word.
Joel, just talk at a
You're
normal
asking
volume.
whether
You're
you go
fine.
from left to right first, or you go from right to left.
I go left down, then right.
Yep. That's
Is
the
that
right way to do
like,
it.
because I've seen it that way, and I've seen like up and. No, I can't hear it.
In the pen.
Yeah, I've got one more topic after this one. Oh, I can't
Shit. Dropped it. Right first.
hear it.
Dude, what the fuck?
Did you
So
accidentally...
say your
Oh,
topic.
It
I heard
cuts
something
out.
click.
Say your
Oh, I
topic.
can't hear myself. But
How do you write your S?
It's 'cause
Yeah.
this is...
How do you write it?
It's this part right here. You gotta...
so you go backslash
You
or
start-
forward slash
Start in
backslash.
the top left,
Correct.
finish at the bottom right.
Yes.
Start in the top right, finish in the bottom
Because
left.
I've seen it.
Correct.
Yeah, I start...
Yes.
I
That's
do...
the correct
I do
one.
this.
You're fucking wrong,
Yeah, you're wrong.
Whatever.
weirdo.
I also write zeros with slashes through them. And I write my sevens like this.
I make
do
I
my
make
ones
my
like
sevens
that.
Sevens with a dash
My
with
zeros like that.
I make seven.
Also,
with a dash.
Z's have a slash in them
That's
as
what I make
well.
my ones. Yes, I make a Z.
What? I'm
How
27.
old are you?
27.
There for like half a second.
I lived in Germany.
Yeah, there it is.
You're still weird.
Whatever.
There it is.
Germany's old as fuck too.
You
So that makes
It's
sense.
true. The town that I lived in was founded in 1252. So,
This fucking country's not even that old.
nope.
Nowhere near. Not even half.
I
Not
make,
No,
even
they
a
didn't
third.
even fucking know it was here yet.
You're right.
Oh,
I
man.
make my Z's and
Brenda,
sevens like
what are you
that. Last topic.
I was trying to figure out our
Have
audio.
we seen
but I gotta
the
get
video?
Who is calling me?
That says Green Needle
It's my wife.
and Brainstorm.
And depending on what you're listening for, you can hear it.
Have we all seen that video?
Yes.
Okay. If
Hello?
not, check it out.
What
Okay.
color was the dress?
Nah.
Same fucking
Oil.
thing.
No, but no, it's a little different.
Yes.
Is that,
Is that
you
what it was?
hear what you want to hear
Yeah, it's in the hall
Yeah.
closet.
versus you
Yeah,
don't
what is
really
that?
see
Is
what
that-
you want to
Yep.
see.
What did that say?
Bye.
What was that?
The
That you hear?
Green Needle and Brainstorm.
That's gonna be fizzy.
That's why you let it sit for a minute.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, I heard it. And I hear both.
No, you do hear both. You hear what you want to hear.
Gray needle and hand.
Green Needle or Brainstorm. Whatever you want to hear, you hear.
I
I hear
only hear
both.
Green Needle. I
No,
cannot
I
hear.
hear
I cannot
both.
hear Brainstorm.
Hey, tell yourself, Chris, to hear brainstorm.
Yeah, ready?
I did.
Tell yourself again. I hear brainstorm. Now I'm gonna tell myself to hear gray needle. Yeah, I heard both.
It's just like the stupid
It's whatever
Yanny
you
and
tell
Laurel
yourself.
thing. I
Right,
only ever
it's-
heard Laurel.
It's whatever you're telling yourself to hear.
All right, I'm telling myself to
Both
hear.
on Yanny
Oh,
or
we're
Laurel,
done.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could only
that
hear
one was,
Laurel.
I think, sped up and slowed down, so I think that one was a little different.
Well, the thing with the dresses though was that it depended on the lighting that you saw it in. It would change how you perceived it. What happened to my drink?
Whereas
Over
this one, I don't. I think it's just.
I only
straight
hear
up.
Green Needle.
You hear what you.
Also, I'm
want
going to hear them in my nightmares tonight, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You're gonna hear your own nightmares?
Yeah, no, I'm going to hear that in my nightmares.
Oh, I thought you said you're gonna hear your own nightmares. I'm like, oh, all right.
No.
Technically,
I have.
Not always.
you hear your own, right?
Do you actually hear in a dream?
Yes. Well, like outside. Well, that's where you wake up from a dream. Is.
Yeah, no, but like the things that are happening in a dream. Do you hear them?
I can't say I've ever recalled hearing something in a dream.
Do you lucid dream?
No.
Do you, Joel? Do you lucid dream at all?
Yeah, but I don't want to say it.
Do you lucid dream sex dreams a lot? Is that what's happening?
No, I fought a black guy in the bathroom last night.
So you had the same dream then? Okay.
Oh my god.
What did I come back?
Look at this waveform. This is look at that. Look at that.
That is what the hell? That is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. I
Do
thought
you
a
sex
black
dream a
guy
lot?
By fight, do you mean did you wrestle like mommy and daddy wrestle?
Like no, it was like I washed my hands. He walked up and washed his hands at the same time.
So you
Next thing
fought
I
him?
know, I was
Yeah, it was
holding
like,
his
fuck
ass
you,
down
we
on the
can't
ground.
do this at the same time.
I was holding his ass down on the ground, like yelling for help, someone to come help.
My God.
So you were winning and yelling.
me.
Somebody help
I
me!
was fucking terrified.
What did I come back to? What are we even talking about?
What happened, Joel? What?
Joel fought a black dude in his dreams
No.
last night.
So what happened in your life recently?
Yeah.
You're having...
Did you fight a black dude recently?
Well, I started teaching in elementary schools.
Oh my god.
See, now you cut off
So
my
why is
audio.
he black?
There it is.
It's this.
Why does it doesn't matter?
It kind of does.
Does it?
Maybe.
I don't know.
He was
Maybe
gangster.
Joel is super progressive because
was
he
gangster,
is
that
assaulted by
gangster.
people
I
of
don't
color
see
all the
color,
time.
man.
Man,
Also, even if they say you can't dream in color, I think that's false because I'm pretty sure I've
That's
seen
false.
colors in my dreams.
every dream
But-
I have is in
The
color.
splitter's
Definitely
fucked.
false.
It's what?
The splitter's fucked.
Yeah, we can get a new splitter. That's like
It's
like
I've,
50
I've
cents.
got one. I
50
can
cent.
bring.
You can bring a splitter.
I've got one.
Okay.
It's
Once
the
you wake
same
up.
exact thing, but
Okay, no,
Well,
old
that
is
other
it?
cable's broken, so.
I had a completely weird dream last week.
are we talking about
Different
dreams?
from the,
I missed the
yes.
start of this.
Yeah.
Well, because we were talking about being able to hear sounds in your dreams, and Matt was like, no. Or, well, he's like, he couldn't remember ever hearing it. Then I asked him if he lucid dreams ever. And then I asked Joel if he lucid dreams, and Joel said, I don't want to talk about it, and then immediately was like, I found a black dude in the bathroom.
So
And then it was
what
now.
was that? That's not
Chris-
even a lucid dream.
Chris asked if it was like, oh, what do you have really sexual dreams? I was like,
Lucid
no, I
dream is when you're like
You know that
You
you're
can
in your
control.
You're aware that you're dreaming. Yes.
So,
My
So were you aware that it was a dream when you were fighting?
Have you ever-
I was scared for my
If
life.
it was a dream, then you wouldn't be scared for your life.
No, well,
Yeah, I was scared. For my,
All right,
What
let's
about sleep paralysis? Has
Okay.
anyone had that?
yes.
Oh,
I've had that
when you're
one
just laying
time.
there
Oh,
and
no,
you
I
can't
can't
move
move.
your body.
You can't
You've had
move,
that
but you're
one
stuck.
time?
I've had it one
Dude,
time.
I have that like
I've
every
never had it.
night.
Yeah, so
never had it.
not only do
You
I,
lay on my
You
back.
wake up and you don't know that
You wake up, you just cannot move. You're
I've
just
talked about-
absolutely frozen. Your body is just stuck.
It's stuck.
I've talked about my
Paralyzed,
creepy
but
ass
you
sleep
know
dream.
you're
paralysis.
okay.
That's terrifying.
I
But
actually,
it's right before you fall asleep,
ooh, not for me.
Do you
or right before you wake up.
Not for
do you
me.
guys ever have dreams where you're at work?
No,
'Cause I have
never.
dreams where
I
I'm
hate that.
I have dreams where
I
I'm
hate
at
that
work
shit.
all the
Literally.
I
Yeah.
put in a goddamn motherfucking 8-hour shift in my dream, and then I wake up and then I go do it again,
You pull on a double.
and I don't get paid for overtime.
I don't know why it's so blown out.
God damn it.
That was fucking loud.
Jinx, you owe me a
Let's
Coke?
crack one of it.
I
She
can
was
turn,
yelling.
I can
Joel,
turn this
you don't
down a
have
little bit.
clue. You work 8 hours and then you're gonna go do that?
I was talking about like where I have dreams where I'm in the warehouse.
Yeah,
And
I have
Red
dreams
French
on
Fries.
Corn Ranch endlessly for fucking.
I heard. I had dreams of porn.
I poured 800 gallons of ranch in
endlessly
it.
Pouring
for
ranch
fucking
endlessly
days.
into buttholes over and over and over.
So this
again.
is kind of off of dreams, but what about paranormal experiences?
Yes.
Ooh.
Trace's
bring
old
me-
house.
Hey, I got proof. I got 2 people here that know about it. We need to bring them in. Oh wait, they're here.
And I only brought that up because I thought I was dreaming when this happened to me, but
Oh my!
I basically had fallen asleep or thought I was asleep. I was in that state where you're like almost asleep,
Well, like
but
if
you
you
still
trip
know
and
you
fall,
can
you
wake
think
up.
you're
It was
about
kind of
to
like
die.
you fell back in your body. Was laying there, and I heard someone come up next to me and go, "Wake up!" Like whisper. It was almost like a child, and it was like,
Shit.
"Who the fuck was that?" And I woke up and was so alert.
Did you have
When
goosebumps?
was this?
Yes, it was.
When was this?
This was probably 3 years ago. This was in my first apartment.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like recently, like I moved in the house and now it's
That's
haunted.
still a lot more recently than I would have
I
expected.
got
Yeah,
goosebumps.
it was just weird to the point where like I still like it wasn't like I was young and I was like, ooh, that was weird.
Right.
But like I'm old enough to where I can like
You're like,
distinguish the difference
Someone
between.
was there.
That's
It was like there was legit
it's not
someone.
in my brain.
That
That's
was
like
weird.
that's like I think I mentioned to you guys when I had that dream. I was back in high school. I slept in the basement. There's a big window right there, and I was like on the set of that '70s show in my dream, and I
Chris over
Is
here
this a
going
dream or a
motherfucker.
fantasy?
Yeah.
both.
It's like,
Here's
oh my god.
Okay, but no, I told you about this where I leaned back and like my head touched like the glass cabinet, and like it sounded like a gun. Like I woke up and thought a gunshot went off, and I thought like the window had broken and someone was coming in the room. Like something had happened, and I don't know. Mine's still working, so I'm good. But I was scared for my life when I woke up. I had goosebumps. Like I legit went upstairs and almost woke up my parents because I was scared for my life that something was happening.
So I have a few like this. I
Hold
think
on.
mine got turned down.
Turn down.
Yours got
Chris.
turned down.
Chris,
Yeah.
you never got to really experience my old house. Like
No.
you tried to burn it down.
You missed
Oh
it.
well, yeah.
Other
It's
than
because
that,
I knew that there were spirits there and they needed to be
Remember we
released.
had that Nerf gun like Polish ping pong war where we shoot each other with a Nerf gun.
Lift your shirt up and
And
I'm
have
gonna
the
shoot you
wars.
in the chest.
We-
But we literally would be sitting in the living
Sniper
room,
at the top of the
and
stairs.
upstairs it would sound like somebody jumped. I mean, like jumped as hard as they could, or fell out of a bed or something, or in the basement.
Which
it'd be
one
the
was
same
Trace
way.
again?
Well,
Trace?
That one's
That's
Trace?
That
That's
is
me.
Trace.
Okay.
good. I can hear myself.
Continue.
Matt was there one night. Joel, me and Joel have done a lot there.
I was there when Tyler
Yes.
Turtle was there.
Yes.
And he was like,
Yes. Okay, so we were doing a.
Oh, when the dog scared the fuck out of him.
Yes.
Yeah, I
We
remember
were doing a paranormal investigation, I guess you could say, of the house.
okay, but we used to play hide and go seek throughout that whole
We,
house.
Oh, all the
and
time.
it was
all the time.
terrifying.
It was so terrifying. It was ridiculous.
Especially that door in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
Lord.
That whole thing. I would never go down there.
Keep
talking while I get a beer, 'cause
I got a
gotta
story
start
down there.
I know.
You never
No,
went.
I would. Before
I
that.
slept down there, but I wasn't actually down there.
But before that, I would never go down there. I mean, I was so afraid of that. And then, yeah, that story that you're talking about, we're doing a paranormal investigation.
Can I
We walk
interrupt?
out of this room and
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
Your room was in the basement. We had to sleep over one night.
You have to be a little bit louder.
I got on your PSP and I looked up porn.
we found that. We should. He probably didn't know how to do it. We should charge it.
Even-
We should charge it.
I never beat off, but I looked up porn.
Yeah.
Even-
Of course he did. Of course he did.
I'm
That's
gonna be
probably
honest with you.
he looked up porn
On
a
your
lot.
PS3.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Even back in the days of the PSP, Joel could not be trusted with a web browser.
Dude, Chris, there was nights that, well, one night I woke up and I flipped off Joel.
I
So what
It was
got
on your,
surprised?
it was on your
Was that
birthday with
surprising?
Kyle Doran.
Yep.
Did it
Trace
surprise
sits
you at all?
straight up in his bed and Joel turns
He
around
sits
and goes,
up and I turn around. I was like,
"How's
"What
it
are you
going,
doing?"
bud?"
And
All right.
Trace just goes, "Yeah." And his middle finger.
Big old middle finger to him.
I was
So-
like, "Good morning."
When I was about 19, I worked for Best Buy. I worked overnight, so we would go to different cities and we would work, 14, 15 hours a night to convert a store over because they had a new layout or there was like we were cutting down gondolas or whatever. So I had a roommate on one of these trips. And I already knew Jesus Christ. I already knew that I sleepwalked and that I would talk in my sleep. But my roommate
Would it be sleepwalked or sleptwalked?
sleepwalked because the verb is
Slept.
sleepwalking.
Slept.
It's past tense.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
sleep.
You slept. God.
Fuck's sake!
Mine still works, so don't touch it.
Just leave it there.
I'm gonna kick it around like a
Matt,
softball.
here's what-
All right, so
All right, so I am with a roommate in a hotel room in like Grand Island or
they were
something.
roommates.
There was one bed.
It get fucked.
And we get to work the next
Your wife know
day.
about this?
No, and she doesn't need to know.
About to.
She don't listen to this. So,
What a
well, you
What a what?
finish it.
What a what?
Finish it.
Say it.
what a lady!
Yeah. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. All right, back to the story.
So he asked me the next day when we get to work. He's like, "Hey, do you know that you talk in your sleep?" And I was like, "What did I say?" He goes, "Oh, you were like talking about work." I'm like, "Really? That's weird. I don't know that I've ever like talked to my sleep about my job. Like it's always been something random, like incoherent." He's like, "Yeah, no, you were talking about like it sounded a lot like what we were doing yesterday, like overnight, and you were like swearing a lot. I'm like, does that make you uncomfortable?" He's like, "No, I was just surprised at how much you were swearing in your sleep for somebody who was asleep." And apparently, at one point, I was like, he heard me talking, and I was like, "Well, I don't know, just put it over there or whatever." And then it was like quiet for a minute, like I was listening to somebody else, like another side of the conversation. And then like apparently, I was just like, "It's just a fucking piece of shit anyway." And he's like, it like startled him, and he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll have a cookie." And then that was it for that night. But I have also,
You want a cookie?
yeah, apparently, there's a whole fucking box of cookies in my kitchen right now.
Falling on a cracker.
So that same week, I think it was after I came back home after that. Got home. This is when I was living at my dad's. My brother was also there, who's been on this podcast but has not been on this podcast.
Is that
And,
is that mace on your head?
He was no, it's a Leatherman. I'm such
You
a
never know.
yeah. No, you're right.
You know how many
Always
dark
strapped.
areas Chris
Always
walks into?
Yeah. So
Motherfucker.
my actually, I think it was during the days. No, it would have been World at War. Might have been Modern Warfare. So he was like, so my room was in the basement at the time, and that's where the Xbox was. So he was like, "Hey, can I play Xbox while you're sleeping?" Because I had like went to sleep at like 10 a.m. And I was like, "Yeah, just don't make too much noise."
Give me
I was working
Give me a
overnights,
spooky titty slap.
Okay.
so like I went to work at 7 p.m. and got off of work at 9, and then went home and went to bed.
If you want me back, let me know.
So he was like, "Can I play Xbox while you sleep?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't care. Just don't make too much noise." And his friends were being real rowdy, and he like kept like whisper shouting. He's like, "Hey, I can't yell because my brother's asleep." And I apparently like rolled over because he's like on the other side of the basement from me. I like rolled over and like looked at him straight in the eye. I was like, "I'm not sleeping!" And then I rolled back over and went to sleep. And like he didn't say anything for the rest of the time he was playing Xbox because it scared the actual shit out of him. And then I swore some more. I don't remember it.
I
all
go
that story,
I go
but-
full savage mode at night, right when I fall asleep. I guess every now and then I start snoring,
Uh-huh.
and my wife decides to just elbow me right in the chest.
Yeah. Mine punches
And I
me in the
turn-
face sometimes.
I
when she's sleeping.
get vulgar, and I don't really remember it, but I really just tell her off. Then
I really give her the
That's
business.
funny because I
I tell you what.
I'm pissed that she wakes me up.
Now, and then we have weighted blankets.
I'm like,
Oh yeah, how
if
those
you
are
touch
working
me
out.
one more motherfucking
They're
time.
fine if I could just stay strapped.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I'm like flopping and turning
I
with
want
20
one of those.
pounds.
Joel, every time I catch you out of the corner of my eye, I just think you're taking a shit. That's all I see are your fucking pants around your ankles.
I need to go take a number one. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, we're almost done here because
so-
we've been going for an hour 20, and we started at like 8 minutes in, so we should probably be wrapping up here.
all right. Let's
Can't stop, won't stop.
Let's. I got a topic we can end it on.
Okay.
It's a good one, lighthearted.
I like this, man.
I just had this when we were talking. Are you more excited in your life?
Like sexually?
Well,
Yeah, how's this one?
kind of. Are you more excited for life as a parent or life as a grandparent?
I mean,
And why?
In the end of the day, I think I would be more excited as both. Can I say both?
No, pick one.
What? Why can't I say both?
Like as shitty as it sounds, I think I'm more excited to be a grandparent.
Nah, I'm more excited to be a parent.
Yeah, I'd be more excited to be a parent because I don't know that, especially with all the other, because it's already a big thing where it's like millennials are having fewer kids, blah blah blah.
Well, it's gonna be awesome.
My
to-
kid
to
might
raise
not
your
have
kid.
kids.
It's gonna be awesome to raise your kid, yeah, but like, dude, you gotta get that kid.
This is gun game. He's got nothing. He started halfway through the match. He's fucked for the rest of the game. You're
I
fucked
think-
in this
Okay,
game.
I
so-
think- I
okay,
think
here's-
because I think if you raise your own kid and then they have kids, you'll be proud of.
So here's my thought. When you're a parent, you're like full time. When you're a grandparent, you're like part time. It's kind
You're
of how.
still full time.
No, you're full time, but like when they come over to grandma and grandpa's, you're like, I'm gonna hook you up with the coolest shit. Here's a whole pack of Oreos. Good luck.
Yeah, but good luck.
But you don't do that shit
Don't
when
get
you're a parent.
diabetes.
You don't do that when you're a parent.
But still, I mean, I feel like you're more proud. You're proud.
It's your
right?
kid's
Is that
kid
what
though,
you
so I
said?
guess you're like double proud.
Would you're more excited? to
I'm
be a
more
parent
worried
or a
that my
grandparent?
kid's just going to be a piece of shit.
Right.
Because for some reason my
Exactly.
kid's going to rebel against my
Okay,
parenting.
okay.
And they're just going to raise a
Let's
get
fucking
it.
meth addict.
Let-
Yes,
all right, let's-
thank you.
Let's take predictions. We're gonna go around the room, starting with Chris. You need to predict your child's name as a boy and a girl. Is it gonna be a shitty name, or do you think your kid's gonna have like a cool ass name?
No, my kid will have a fine name.
What's your, boy or girl?
boy, it'll
no,
either
no,
oh.
like grandchild.
grandchild.
No, not boy. You gotta like double predict the future.
Oh no,
Like what?
no.
What is?
Why are we?
I'm not even trying that.
What is your cool ass kid?
It's gonna be
name
like
your
a
cool-ass
feather
kid?
wind or something. It's gonna be something fucking stupid.
Dust Bart.
Somehow we became,
Because listen,
somehow we became
you
Indians.
no, you've met my wife, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fair.
she's a fucking hippie.
That's
so-
fair.
Even though it might not make it into my kids' names,
Sugar
the hippiness
flower.
is going to rub off on our kids, and it's absolutely going to end up in the next generation after that. So it's going to be some like either a location, but like the Native American name for that location, or like an earthy noun,
Bahama,
like
Bahama
wind.
Mama.
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Jeep Grand Cherokee,
Wait,
Bahama
that's
Mama.
Southern Mississippi.
Southern Mississippi.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. I've gotten Sarah to agree to like normal names for our kids.
So do you have like any say in your
But I
child's name, or is it just
Can't
whatever
guarantee
she-
anything. Well, kind of. My name is incorporated in our kid's name, so I think
Christopher Robin?
it's either not my first name. It's either going to be
What's your last
Uh,
name? Morris.
Cooper
Morrison.
or
Robbins.
or because I'm the only one of my siblings not named after anybody. So,
What are you laughing at? Him or
what do you? Oh, yeah, Matt can't.
the flop?
Dude, the saw is hard.
Trust me,
Dead.
you know this. I'm not good at video games.
So the either Cooper, which I agree with. You know, it's not a not a name that's anywhere in my family ever, and it's modern and it's not
I know,
stupid
I
sounding.
know.
What do you mean by modern?
It's not like Willard.
Like since the
Willard.
1990s.
What
Willard's
the
a cool
Fuck
ass
is
name.
Willard.
I like Will.
Exactly.
Willard is a cool.
I
ass
thought you
name.
meant for a first name.
No, yeah.
Yes.
What?
Willard.
Just look like
I
Joel
could.
kind of gave me my.
or Millard even. Millard is a first name from
I
way
could
back in the
see.
day.
I could see Matt being a Willard. Willard Henderson. That would be a
Oh, there
legit
you
ass
go.
name.
Willard Henderson. That's
With
That
what
is-
name.
his beard, that would
If
be
it's
a
a guy.
cool ass name.
But if it's a girl, it's
Yeah, but you'd have to have the beard in order to be respected, because otherwise they're just going to
Well,
talk shit.
Well,
to
look
you
at his
nonstop.
shirt. Trust me, I have a
Willis
beard.
Henderson.
No, so my
You
kids'
said I
names.
gave you an idea.
Yeah,
What?
for name.
What?
Fowler.
I didn't know that.
My
Yeah, you can.
Fowler McCoy.
Yeah.
Dude, give him a fucking pistol and a holster right now. In a fucking 90s Western. That's a kick at. I'm proud of myself. I don't remember giving you that name, but
Yeah, no, the kid's name will either be Cooper or Patrick as
Hey,
his first name, because
here's
that's
an-
my middle
here's
name.
an idea.
So that way we're keeping a name in the
Here-
family
here's
somewhere.
an
along the
idea.
line.
would you ever name your kid Morris?
No,
Why?
because my last name's already Morris.
Okay. Why
Morris.
not?
Morris.
Morris.
Yeah,
Morris.
no.
I
Why?
feel like we're in a.
So not
Key and
Swedish.
Peele-
That's like Philip Phillips.
I
Yeah,
feel like we're in Key and Peele.
Morris. That I think that's a name
Um,
you could do.
Morris.
You could do a double.
maybe
name.
Maurice Morris, because Maurice.
Maurice Morris.
Yeah,
Double
the way
name.
that we pronounce Maurice is pronounced, or the word that we pronounce as Maurice is pronounced Morris in Ireland.
Morris.
So it would just be Morris.
Morris.
Yeah, and then he's on
Maurice
Key and
Morris.
Peele, and he went to the University of Nebraska.
Yeah, no,
Let's play
I'm not
Piccolo.
I'm not naming.
On this.
No, we got to end this.
Well,
Uh,
no, we're gonna end it, but I said
We
we
can
get around.
end it and then
Nice.
start it.
Then
Yeah.
we get around to Piccolo.
We can end this one.
Oh, and then start
Start a new
another one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be lit.
Hey,
Or
we're
just-
already two
Ugh.
Do it. That is.
We're already two down.
What do you mean two down?
We're two down.
Yeah, but that means I got to edit two. With
We're gonna-
You
Nah,
don't have.
don't edit.
This one isn't needed.
What if
Well,
we just keep
Words?
going?
There is.
Just
There
keep
is a
going.
few halfway through that you probably need to edit.
My
But
name
other
is
than
Which
Chris
one?
and I do not English.
Which one? What issue halfway through?
Isn't that the? There's no racist topics in this.
Not really. I mean,
No,
I just warned Joel.
Homosexual.
He didn't really say it
I
like
said the
derog-
N-word
in a
once.
in a good in a derogatory
I said
way. It was,
it was
like.
with-
But I.
Also, yeah, it wasn't a hard R.
I really want to eat
Trace.
this microphone.
Please
My
don't.
bad. My bad.
Can I bite
Actually, do you
this?
have a new or an old mic? I don't really care
Old.
if you eat
Can
the
I
old
bite
mics.
this?
You don't know. You don't even know what. You
It's
don't know.
old. You.
How do you
said
know?
It earlier.
You're right.
Let me
it
see your
is.
mic.
Yeah,
Let me see your mic.
it's
Let me
new.
see it. Just show me your mic. That's an old mic. I can tell
No,
right
it's
now.
not. It's a
We
new
have
mic.
the same mic.
Then it's a new mic. Look at the words on it.
Mother effer. It's a new mic.
Yeah. I was trying to give you an old mic because it was the fifth one.
No, this one's old. He has a new one. Let me see yours.
I have a new one.
You have a new one. This one's old. Trace is old. We
Myself,
established
Brendan,
that.
and
That's old. See,
uh,
Look at the
Trace
switch.
should have had
Yeah.
new mics. Or
Where
no,
have you been all
myself,
night?
I just
Brendan,
be quiet.
and Matt had
Okay.
the new mics, so I
Okay.
wasn't sure.
Okay,
We have old ones.
are we gonna
Yeah.
do a separate podcast? Or are we gonna keep it rolling? Because I have
Keep it
Uh,
going. Just keep it going. And if we don't like it,
No,
There
that's
needs to
it.
be
No,
there
no,
needs to be
no, I
enough
think we
dead
need to
air. No, I agree. We should just stop it and just restart it.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
immediately.
Let's
because I need to
end it.
save this so that I have a manageable amount to
Let's
edit.
end
Yes,
it.
so stop.
End it.
Hold on.
And
Hold on.
spooky boobs out.
Hold on.
No, it's wank out.
Hold on,
Get
hold on.
Wank the
correct,
spooky
Brendan.
boobs.
Fine. I'm gonna wrap it up.
Are you literally gonna rap?
I gotta take a piss, and then we'll get going on the pickle. So, final thought.
Uh huh.
Ooh, I like that.
Leave it at
Final thought.
You can't. That's
a good
trademarked.
Son
Trademarked.
of a bitch.
Trademark. Can't do that.
the.
I'm pretty sure that's Tommy Laren.
Final
That's
thought.
how it is.
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough.
for those of you listening, go ahead and leave a final
Oh, yeah.
thought.
No,
with
a
us
thought of your final.
in the comments. If you were a Jedi, what color would your lightsaber be? Chris, go.
If I were a Jedi, ooh, shit. I always really liked. Me and Matt are gonna actually have real answers to this. I always really liked the reasoning behind the white lightsaber, so I'm gonna go
God
white.
damn it! That's what I was. Brendan, go.
You know,
what
I'm
color's
just
your
gonna
lightsaber?
I'm just gonna go standard blue. I
All right,
that's,
all right.
that's
Nothing,
always
nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing wrong with blue.
If I had to pick, I would go white lightsaber.
Or black,
I have
but that's really hard to do.
I have no reasoning behind the white. I just think it would be awesome as shit to have a white lightsaber. Matt,
Playing again. Well, you said if you were a Jedi, and I can't guarantee that I would be a Jedi though. Because I've always
What color would
thought
your
it was
lightsaber be?
Always red.
Always red?
yeah,
I'm gonna
that
go with
sounds
purple.
that sounds like
Oh,
a
I didn't
the
think about
purple
that.
What do you
one,
some
yeah.
sort of like?
fucking Mace
Like-
Windu looking ass.
Yeah.
You looking ass.
Damn. Samuel L. Jackson here.
Yeah.
You
You gotta yell motherfucker every time.
It's not Samuel L.
That
Jackson.
was Ron, whatever the fuck.
WWE
Oh,
guy.
that's right. Ron Simpson.
The Senate's all traitorous up in this bitch, up in this motherfucker, motherfucker.
I'm sick and tired of the goddamn snakes on this motherfucking plane.
There we go.
But I'd go with purple.
Okay.
Purple
So,
scope.
we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. If you have a thought or an idea on
Please
which
give us a
lightsaber you
follow
would be,
in the
Listener
listen.
number 1, who at this point has no idea who he is because we didn't
No,
talk about him,
actually, well,
because
not
the
this
past
one.
2
The
podcasts
next
are
one. Next one.
done.
Alright, listener number 1, listen to the next one.
Yeah, and also give us your lightsaber color
Yep.
in totally the least creepy way possible.
And
podcast out.
follow.